Wait, we leveled up?
No, we did not level up. We're back. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do a thing. We're back. There you go. To another session of the Castle of Glass. So, last time, you lot went on your little... Well, you were introduced to your newest party member who was sent to you by Akira, an individual who's helped you guys quite a decent amount up to this point. The dwarven man, Grumbledroll, Iron Crawl.
Grumbrindle.
I can't read. After meeting him, you all did some searching around town, found the site of the initial attack, the traces of blood, the brass from used rounds, as well as stumbling across a bald man by the name of John, whom you felt a bit weary of, found out you guys had a common goal, and kind of joined forces. Getting to the facility, spending a long time shooting every individual who made their way towards you to fight. You all managed to get to Cypher and Aurelia. Cypher biting one of you, thinking you were an enemy upon turning the corner before apologizing for his actions. And Aurelia being a bit on fire for a moment before managing to quench the flames that she was producing. You all escape back to the tower, speaking with the others, and before settling for the night after a very rough day. So, let me set the mood here. What song do I want to use for this moment?
You want to leave it as just a crackling, roaring fire.
Yeah, this one works.
Unbelievable.
So, upon waking this next day, the day doesn't exactly start the way that you would necessarily hope. I'll do an order from the list that I have here. Rhea, you wake up with a bit of a start. Your body feeling cold and hurting as you stare up at the ceiling of the observation deck, the starred sky that it produces within it. You're not sure how you got there. As you kind of look over yourself, you notice your clothes have been kind of torn up a bit as if you were in a fight. And you have a large claw mark across your chest. But you're not entirely sure how or when it got there.
Did I win?
I win. Roll me an insight.
Okay. We'll open up my thing. Ah, there we go. It's in that one.
You think you won. Labog. You're not in your bed. You wake up on the cold floor of the elevator of the tower. Your head kind of leaned up against the wall, and the radio sitting about 2 or 3 feet away from you. You hear it crackling and staticking before the words, in an unknown voice, say the words, "Lost soul, lost home, memory faded, his fault, his contract." And it repeats that 3 or 4 times before the static kind of takes over and the radio shuts off. Sorry about my coughing. I should mute when I do that. Zin.
Yes.
You as well. You do not wake up in your bed. You find yourself within the workshop. Your head you're kind of sitting at one of the desks within this workshop, head kind of down, arms crossed as if you've been sitting here most of the night. Though you don't know why you were unconscious. because you weren't necessarily asleep. You were just for some reason unconscious. You're not sure how you got there or what you did the night before, which is also strange to you. Also, before you, your notebook is open, and there is a note inside written in someone else's handwriting.
Not allowed.
The note says, actually, I'll just send you the note. You can read it aloud if you want.
Okie dokie.
I feel like this is information that you can either share or not. Okay, my thing decided not to do what I wanted. Yeah, that works. It sends it as an image. That's fine.
Let's see. I think I hold on to it until I meet up with everybody else.
Okay. So Grom, you wake up in your nice comfy bed. The only person who did not wake up somewhere that they didn't start the night.
Who?
Grom, you wake up in your bed.
Oh, I'm normal. Finally. I'm like stretching. I'm like, oh man, I haven't been able to sleep since my ancestors kept fucking waking my ass up.
So what would each of you like to do?
I would just like to run to everybody, I guess. They're just to like kind of not like run, but just walk to the kitchen. You know, just trying to see. You know, hopefully everybody will be there.
Lebog, are you doing something similar?
I'm just gonna go sit in the main room.
Okay.
I am making sure I am donning my armor before going and trying to find something to eat.
And what about you, Rhea? Where would you like to be heading?
Well, considering I'm all fucked up, I'd like to probably head for the infirmary while holding my insides in.
So it's not a deep cut. It is a surface level like gash across your chest.
I want the scar.
It will be a scar. It's deep enough for a scar. It's not deep enough for you to be disemboweled, but like it's a decent.
Yeah. I don't want to scar. I'm gonna go to the infirmary.
All right. So the Bog and Zin would be the first two to come into the main room. Upon entering the main room, you see both Giz and Kodrak unconscious on the floor, blood splattered on the ground around them, several cuts and slashes through them. Their weapons kind of off to the side, not near them. And around the same point, you see, off by where the laboratory is, you see Ignitus come limping out, blood dripping from a very sizable wound in his leg, as well as blood covering most of his night clothes that he's wearing. Kind of looks up towards the two of you, relieved to see other people are okay, but also very confused on what's happening.
You guys drinking or something?
No, not in the slightest. I wish I.
Yeah,
I
nothing
wish I
I
had
know of.
been.
In the workshop, you know, that's where I was woken up for some reason.
Were any of you attacked last night?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, not. Could I, like, try and remember?
Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
History with disadvantage. Let's see what we got. If I can find my character. Could I also try for that?
Sure, you can hear this from up top because you'd be getting down about this point.
Yeah. Only a 13. I got 19 and a 9.
Memories are fuzzy. Rhea, you do feel like you had some sort of combat occur to you, but you're not entirely sure what or why it happened.
Oh, actually, since that was a save, could I add +10 to that? I kind of wanna cook.
Sure.
This is something that I wanna use. It would be dark ones that unlock. One save. For a short rest too, even better. /r space 1d10. That's 9. That's a 22.
Zin, your memory is very fogged, but you remember the specific details you remember is, and it's kind of, think of it as like your memory doing like flashes, but you remember black armor, blood dripping from said armor, the laugh of a madman, and then losing control of your body for a time. As if you were being puppeteered from the inside.
Okay.
Do we still have our artifacts?
You all still have your artifacts on you. Nothing was taken that you can tell.
I will kind of, while thinking and remembering that, I will kind of, in a way, shiver, you know? Like, ooh, I remember that. And then, like, kind of explain, like, I feel like something was controlling me last night. Not necessarily, I can't explain what, though. And that's what I tell everybody else.
I'd ask, is our prisoner still here?
I don't know where Cerberus was keeping her, but I believe so. Have any of you seen Cerberus around?
We just woke up.
Yeah, I was in the workshop. I didn't see him.
I'm assuming I would actually finally make my way out of my room by this point.
Yes. You hear there's talking, and you get down the stairs, and you see like the others looking confused. Ria's got a slash across her chest. You see a very injured Ignitus crouching down next to Kodrak as he reaches into a pouch on a bag of holding he has on him and pulls out a potion and like dumps it into Kodrak's mouth.
Did somebody make it in the tower?
Something, apparently.
Isn't this place like magical?
Probably.
I don't understand it myself. And this is Ignitus talking as like Kodrak like coughs and like slowly stirs back awake. Well, you seem to be the only one who wasn't affected as of those who are awake at the moment.
I kind of look around and I go, well, not entirely. I got some pretty good sleep last night. That usually doesn't happen.
Nice, man. Happy for you.
Yeah, that makes one of us.
Maybe they put him to sleep.
It's a possibility.
They tucked him in, kissed him on the forehead.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen my ancestors' ghost since I woke up, neither.
And I will based off of my recollection as well. I relay to everybody or ask everybody if, not necessarily if they remember, but if like they recall anything regarding a black suit of armor.
You see Ignitus kind of like look up towards you, and Kodrak kind of does the same and says, "That sounds familiar. I didn't see much of whoever attacked me, but I do remember black armor of some sort and a very strong smell of blood in the air."
Yeah.
All I know is I got in a fight, and I think I won. I don't know.
I think I won.
Wait, where did you wake up again?
I woke up in the what's it called? The observation deck, I think.
The observation deck. I don't really take you as the kind to observe things, so sorry, I don't think you won.
What the fuck?
Down talking the rogue who literally has the job of observing things.
Observing things? I know.
Hey, it's not like I have any pluses to my perception.
You're bad at your job. That's what I just heard.
He's bad at perceiving things.
Yep, my job's stabbing things.
I lost. I'm assuming, because why the hell would I be in the what's it called? And then they also which I would have freaked the fuck out. I'm gonna keep it real. They touched my book. Which actually I don't know how would they have touched my book since it has that protective spell on it.
You don't know.
Hands.
I mean, the same way they're probably like in this tower.
Magic.
Oh wait, it's clicking. It's clicking. I felt something like puppeteering me, so they could have used me to write in the book. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what the book says, and I kind of just like open it up, like just to
And
that
then we
one
all
page.
explode. 46
just-
D10,
Oh,
everybody.
wrong
Oops.
book.
Wrong book. And then I read out. It says, "Black night looms, crimson snow blooms, white light dies, bonded souls rise. Red horns flare, green skins bare, pale face sneer, bloodlust grows near."
Green
I'm
skin.
doing-
What we fighting goblins or orcs here?
Hey, and red horns too, man. I'm sorry, but the
That's
dems are
me.
coming. Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
that's me. I literally have green skin and red horns. It's me. Hi.
Do you really have green skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here, let me put Rhea on the screen so you guys can this may fuck up the
So that we could
overlay,
all
but-
stare at her suspiciously. Hmm.
Hmm. Let's see. Well, let's just try to see. So if that says red horns, green skin, well, so there's that. Bonded souls rise. Now, see, that could be you, the new guy. You were talking about your ancestors and stuff. Very possible.
It's possible.
Very possible.
She says slightly suspiciously.
And
What
let's
am I
see.
rising to?
Good question. You haven't seen them, so they probably arose to the afterlife or something.
It's about fucking time.
Crimson snow blooms. See, that one's a toughie. Anyone here from somewhere snowy?
Nope.
That's where I grew up in a snowy mountain.
Okay, but like red snow, crimson.
I don't think it's usually red.
Ash volcano. Oh, we're cooking. White
I don't
light
think ash is
dies.
usually red.
Well, when it's
No, usually it's gray.
I mean, it's gray, but there could be soot. It could be also red when it's hot, flying through the air. Embers, at least.
There's embers. Turn into ash.
Formalities and stuff. Let's see.
Formaldehyde. I don't think that has anything to do with this.
It probably doesn't. Let's see. Bloodlust grows near. Anybody lusty for blood?
I mean, I've been hankering for a good fight. Yeah.
I take a step back.
As you kind of say that too, like Giz is woken up and he you see him jump to his feet and in a voice you've never heard, you just hear, "Let me at him, let me at him," and then he looks around and goes, "Oh."
I want to go at it. I like square up to him.
And that Giz just looks really confused and kind of scratches the back of his head.
He
do
doesn't want to.
Can I make a history check to see if I recognize any of this poem?
Sure.
No.
It's a pretty poem.
Are we the only ones in the tower right now? Have any of us seen anyone else?
Hi, where's the pretty cat woman?
Where's the dog?
What's the dog doing?
Where's
look
the
for
where
knock on
the what
people's
about
doors.
the two birds?
As you kind of say that too, so Giz is in the room with you, which is the Kinku. As you say
Oh,
that
yeah.
though, you hear a kind of a grunt as the door to the training room that's in the building opens. You see Kiri stumble out of the room, a bandage wrapped up around most of her left arm, as well as part of her side. You see one of her wings is dangling at a weird angle, the bone kind of jutting out of like the skin. She also has a black eye. And
Black
She has a
guy?
black guy.
No, I knew that was gonna happen. A black eye.
Oh, my bad.
I said it and I went, they're about to say black guy, aren't they?
It's like the
So-
vocal version of kerning or lack thereof.
Yes. She kind of like looks to all of you and she's like, where the fuck is he?
Where the fuck is who?
Who?
The one who attacked us.
That's what they're trying to figure out.
The guy in the black armor. The black guy. We found him. Am
I'm
I
looking
wrong?
around. So, where?
Yeah, where?
Well,
Um,
I'm kind of like, well, the three-headed one isn't here, right?
Ignatius pitches in. I haven't seen him anywhere.
Aye, and I'm saunter on over to I forget her fucking name again.
Yuri?
Yeah, I'd be like, well, if we don't set the arm, it's going to turn out worse for you in the long run.
You mean the wing?
Yes, arm, wing, same thing.
Roll
Well,
me
I
a
guess
medicine.
we
Roll
have
me a
to-
medicine check if you want to try to set the bone.
Hiya! That's a natural 20, baby boo.
Holy shit!
Getting it out early.
we're cooking.
You kind of just like grab a hold of her
Chicken
before she
wings.
can say anything, and like reset the bone and like tuck her wing. And you see her like go to shout.
We need to splint it.
Yeah, like
we
yeah.
need to split it.
You see her like go to shout though, and like nothing comes out. Like kind of just like the gasp sound, I guess, is the only thing. There's no vocalization from it. As you kind of like hold the wing tight, Ignatius, realizing what you're doing, kind of gets up, limps over, pulls out from the bag of holding a small medical kit. And he just starts, he helps you make a splint essentially. Grabs some stuff, helps you make a splint.
We need to also immobilize the wrist. You cannot twist your arm at all.
You mean the wing? It's her wing that's broken.
Arm, wing, same thing.
Okay.
For me, they're different. And it's kind of.
I mean, it depends on the bird person, but I mean, I'm not looking directly at the picture of her. I don't know if they're separate.
They're separate. let me put a picture of her because I just like these are actually you guys do have the journal you can look at, but this is Kiri.
I'm trying to get
Or-
you to start putting pictures of everybody currently in interactions on the screen
Fine.
for
I
the
will-
stream.
I will add every single one of them that is currently
For
in
the
this-
stream purposes.
for every single person in this interaction right now.
Based.
And you should put their names underneath them.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Not doing that now. I can update it later.
I guess I'd try going down to where our guest is being held because it doesn't sound like anyone's had eyes on her. And
Eyes on who?
considering, remember that we kidnapped a pop star?
Oh my god, no, I don't remember that.
Well, we also kind of have
Grom
her
does not remember that. Thomas would have.
in a medically induced coma. So, she did get attacked. It's not like she could very well object much. So I'd like to check in on her if possible.
You guys
How
don't know.
long has she been in a medically induced coma now? Hasn't it been like in-game weeks?
Like a month or two. She's technically in a magical stasis where she is not aging or anything, so like nothing is happening to her.
Yeah, Cerberus was trying to lift her curse.
Oh yeah.
Cerberus is the only one who knows her current location.
That's a problem.
will say
So
this:
that's
the
an
places
oversight.
you haven't seen where people are. I will just tell you this because the floor plan's not in front of us. The library has not been checked, and the cafeteria has not been checked.
I did walk away to go check for other people.
Okay. Lebog, you walk off into the mess hall, not the cafeteria, the mess hall. You would see in the corner of the mess hall a cowering Keto in the corner, who I will put on screen as well. Where is Keto? There he is. A cowering Keto in the corner, who is muttering under his breath, kind of in the fetal position, and is just like freaking the fuck out.
I'm gonna go walk over to him and poke him.
He lets out a squeak when you do that, and then like somehow gets into a tighter ball.
Keto, what are you doing?
Takes a moment, kind of like looks up towards you, like through the cloak that's around him. Kind of, is it gone?
Allegedly.
What do you mean, allegedly?
Well, I mean, if something snuck in here, it could probably still be hiding around here.
What?
If something snuck in here, it could probably be hiding around here too.
You see both of his eyes go red for a moment, and he says, "I heard that," and then goes back to like buying his. Sorry.
I was just making sure.
Slowly, kind of gets to his feet. You see, he is not harmed in any way, just terrified out of his fucking mind.
Well, I don't know where everyone else is, but a lot of us are woken up and we're out in the common room right now. So you should probably go join us.
Gives a nod, kind of follows closely to you. Literally, as you go to start walking towards the common room, like he's like holding on to like the edge of your shirt or whatever, and is like peeking around you.
Well, I guess I'd check the library then.
Okay.
If Lebog found Keto.
So, is anyone joining her to the library? Lebog, you would be getting back around this point.
I'll go. I'll go to the library.
What books? That's cringe.
Okay.
I like knowledge.
Rhea,
I know like everything about the library.
Rhea and Zin, you guys go into the library.
I'm gonna hang out in the main area.
Upon pushing through the doorway for it, you see it is an absolute mess. There are shelves destroyed, books scattered across the floor. You see claw marks and slash marks cover most of the furniture in the room, and the walls, the floor, the ceiling. There are burn marks on the walls, as well as a lingering. You can feel a very powerful arcane energy within the room that is still lingering in the air. Off to the side of the room, you see an injured Cerberus who is currently, as he is sitting in the side of the room, is currently holding a very sizable wound in the torn suit that he was wearing the now torn suit that he was wearing the night before. One of the heads is missing an eye, and the other one seems to have just recently been wrapped in bandages, like in its entirety.
Well, who's doing all this bandaging?
He has bandages on him, like he's holding the bandages. He's like holding a wound in his side and is trying to figure out the best way to like bandage himself.
Well, now
If
we know
he's
what the
got
dog's doing.
time, like 10 minutes, I could do a prayer of healing.
He has 10 minutes. Yeah, there's no rush.
Yeah, so I'll cast prayer of healing, the ritual. I can choose 6 creatures. Nothing too crazy.
Oh, I'll be one of those
because I'm-
creatures.
Okay, yeah, I'll just. How many people need healing? That's really the question.
Would you like to conversate with him first? Because there's a few in the common room that need healing. And then do the hero heal around the common room. Okay. So
Yeah.
upon you entering one of the heads, the one that is uninjured kind of looks towards you and just says, is everyone all right?
Yeah, so far.
I think you're in the worst shape.
That's what I say.
Do
Out of
you,
everyone
rem-
we found, you're the one looking worse for wear.
do you remember what happened?
Vaguely, I blacked out a little bit in the fight due to a bit of a rage I went into. I do remember some black armored individual with a very large sword and thick smell of blood.
That lines up with the other accounts.
I feel like I've met this individual before, but I don't know. I can't remember where for the life of me.
Do you know where we're keeping our prisoner? Because she and I believe Lucky are the only people unaccounted for by this point.
Yes, I do. She's hidden in the workshop. I have a little place that I was keeping her.
I woke up there. I didn't see nobody.
Hence the word hidden.
Well, I guess you're right with that.
Got him.
A little. It felt a little weird to have just a unconscious individual just out in the open.
I mean, I feel like we should have like holding cells in here.
Oh, the tower was never meant to be a prison.
Well, once you're okay to move, we should probably check on her. And we still need to find Lucky.
He gives a nod and he kind of like pushes himself up to his feet, you know. As he kind of does, like, blood kind of splatters from that wound for a second. He kind of holds it tighter for a second. Just
You've got to pack that wound, pal. I'll kind of rip some of the clothing off my already shredded outfit, and I'll kind of like sit him down and pack it. You're not okay to move.
roll me a medicine check.
Oh well.
I'm
not a doctor.
Yeah, he kind of growls a little bit. Not at you, but at the pain. It just kind of says, I'll be fine. Let's just go check on the others. And he holds like the now bloody wad of cloth that you've just put on his wound. Kind of leads you two out there, kind of, blood dripping a little bit behind him as he does. He comes out, seeing the rest of you and just looks around, just says, "Is everyone all right and accounted for?" The others kind of give a nod. The Bog and Grom, what are your response?
I mean, we're missing a few people.
You hear.
This is all we could find.
As you say that too, you hear from above. You hear Asblor called down. Just, "Is everyone all right down there?" Heard commotion.
There was a break-in.
What? We'll be right down. And you hear a couple knocks on different doors, and the remaining members of the tower come down. So, Asvalor, Soger, Hymus, Lucky,
I guess she wasn't unaccounted for.
or Calorie, not Kilry, Calorie, Aurelia. The only person
Yay,
who
everyone's here.
The only person who does not arrive is Cypher.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I wouldn't know who that is.
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
Not
Oh,
great.
15. It's pretty good actually. 15.
I don't even remember where to check my passive perception on here.
It's just if you look at your perception stat, there's the number in parentheses.
Just 10. I'm used to it being listed off to the side.
LeBoog has a
beyond.
16. She has 10. Okay. Grom and Lebog, you would notice on the job board that you guys have, or the task board that you guys have given to the members of the tower, there is a singular note written in familiar handwriting, at least to Lebog. Upon approaching it, you can see it is from Cypher, and it says, "I'm at the mansion at the edge of town. If you need me, needed to confirm with someone that I'm still alive and to conduct some business."
Well, we should probably confirm if he's still alive.
Does anybody have his number?
You guys have his phone number, yes.
Ever wonder how
They
we
have
get
his
cell
phone
reception in here?
Oh, I know.
One might say the signal is magical.
Also, here's Cerberus's icon. There you go. Everyone that's in the
Is that-
tower.
Why is he in red? He's evil. I knew it.
Why is he in red? What?
Cerbered.
Damn, that's. Damn.
I always knew he was a double agent.
Hey. I bet if you check it right now.
No, you can't gaslight me. No.
He's always been blue. What are you talking about? He's always been a friend.
We've always
Yeah.
been at war with East Asia.
What?
What?
Have you never?
Getting rid of all the icons.
Ugh.
Everyone vanishes. No. Is someone going to call Cypher, or are you guys just like going to make sure everyone is good in the tower first? Timus,
I'm gonna
My-
go
my mic's been
around
muted.
giving medical aid where I can and where is needed.
And
I
me
guess
too, as well.
I
I'm
just-
gonna do prayer of healing.
Timus and Asvalor help. You know, Timus using his healing hands. What the fuck is it called? Lay on hands.
His healing hands.
Healing hands. While Asvalor uses a couple of healing spells to your wounds here and there. Eventually, everyone, back to full capacity.
You know, that's what they called me in college.
Healing hands.
Healing hands.
I guess I'd go with Cerberus then to check on our prisoner.
Okay. Once you've done that, yeah, he takes you into the workshop, kind of comes over to one of the walls behind one of the desks. You watch as he kind of runs a hand along a panel. A series of runes appears, and the panel slides slowly downwards into a kind of like a bed space built into the wall, and you still see the unconscious Lola Montez as she went by, who is actually Aurora Gazabella is what you found out.
And she looks okay.
She looks undisturbed. Does not look like she has moved.
Then it seems our interloper didn't know about this space.
It's a good thing I hid it
Good.
then. Would have hated our
Good
prisoner
insight.
to, or not prisoner, hated our guest
Guess.
to have been injured in this situation, unbeknownst to her. You watch as the
Well.
panel slides back up into place.
Obviously, the library was ransacked. Maybe we can check on Cypher while the rest of you see what, if anything, was taken.
That can be done, yes. It's actually probably the best idea we have right now. So, I do have a feeling that part of the damage in the library is of my own fault. But it can easily be fixed. It is all the information I have within my head. Or heads.
Just make sure you don't lose one. Looks like you came awfully close.
It isn't the first time that something like this has happened to me, and it won't be the last.
Optimistic.
Well, I've survived worse. I did survive an entire war, matter of fact.
So return to the main room. We want to call up Cypher.
Which of you would like to call Cypher on the phone?
I'd call him.
Okay. It rings a few times. Not on the initial ring. Just phone picks up. Says, "Hello."
Hello. It's me.
Are you guys looking for me? I left the
Uh,
note.
just when did you leave the tower?
I didn't. Well, probably not long after you all went to bed. I kind of didn't stay the night. Against my better judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the mansion. I spent the night there with some acquaintances.
Well, apparently most of us spent the night with an intruder.
He kind of pauses for a second. You hear muttering or whatever. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, we just got a little. Some of us got a little messed up. But no one's dead.
That's good to hear. Hate to lose someone by this point, considering how far we've gotten as a team. And considering you just stuck your neck out to save me and Aurelia just the day before.
So when you left the town, did you see perhaps see a guy in black armor or anything anywhere nearby when you left?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Well, keep your keepers peeled, just in case someone comes after you.
Will do. You hanging up, or is that the end of it?
And you ain't got to put them on edge, you know. That's
Goodbye.
See ya. And that phone hangs up. Do.
Yeah, Cypher's alright. I would have put it on speaker the whole time.
Oh, you had it on speaker so everyone could hear it?
you know, you didn't have to, put them on edge like that.
Why not? It's better to be safe.
It's just unneeded, really.
Would I rather not tell him that we all got attacked and that something might be coming after him? For him to get ambushed and possibly killed?
Well, you could have warned him without being like, hey, something got into the tower, fucked us all up, and we don't know what or where or how. You could have just been like,
But we
hey,
don't know what, where, or how.
watch your back, there may be something out there.
Well, how else would I have told him?
I just said.
He'll be fine.
You guys wanting to check where he is or anything, or is this is as this is the conversation is you guys had this conversation. Which member of the group was it that was going to say? Oh, Zogar would walk up and say, "You guys wanting to check on him or see what he's doing there, or is there anything you guys have to do today? I guess some of us are out of commission, but I don't know what task we have for now or what we're trying to do. I've been kind of in the dark."
I don't have anything to do.
Kind of looks at the rest of you.
Well, don't look at me. I barely know half of you. Not that I wouldn't want to change that, and I kind of wiggle my eyebrows at the
Zogar.
bird lady. I forget
Oh.
the name of and Lucky.
Kiri?
Kiri and Lucky.
He kind of gives you an odd look and kind of gives a nod and just says, "If Do you not all think it's just weird that he disappeared in the middle of the night? Before anything happened?
I mean, he kind of just gives off that kind of vibe to me.
Huh. So it's just raised
It
in a-
sounds like you want to go check on him.
I'm more intrigued about who he's with, but, you know. He did hesitate on the word acquaintance.
He did, didn't
Fine, let's go check on where he is.
I feel like we should. This is a good time to split up. I'm not exactly good with the subtlety.
Not if this requires subtlety, but sure.
You're telling me you want to go spy on one of your own in probably private business, and you don't want to be subtle about it?
I didn't say spy on them. The letters clearly says where he is. If we just showed up, he wouldn't care.
Yeah, up to you.
Zorgar kind of just like looks baffled by this. Just like the concept is just like I don't know what
The
part-
concept is baffling.
Yeah, the concept is baffling. Anyways,
Yeah, you know, I'm not getting paid to make the decisions. You know what? I don't even know if I'm getting paid at all. I need to go make a call. I angrily stumble off.
what an odd one you've collected now. I guess though that we're all kind of odd. Kind of glances over to the rest of the people that you guys have collected over time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it was just a thought. I don't know what you all would like to do. Just I'm intrigued by his situation.
I mean, the biggest thing we gotta figure out who the Black Knight guy was. And where he
Yeah.
came from.
That is a big part of this.
I'm guessing, are they related to that Dragon something crusade, do you think?
Probably.
Dragon Heart Crusade?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was related to the other thing that attacked us here.
Aurelia kind of like pops in, like walks over and just says, "Did I hear you all say Dragonheart Crusade?"
Yes.
I don't know if you realize this, but those who had imprisoned me in Cypher yesterday, or that you rescued us from yesterday, I think have ties to that.
Yes, we're aware.
Didn't know if you did.
They
Yes.
fought the police.
I don't think those were police. I think there were some weird ex-military people.
Definitely not police. What would you all like to do?
I know. I'm gonna go sit down and see if my eyes recorded anything last night.
Oh, that's a good option.
I'm gonna roll something to see if your eyes recorded anything.
I mean, I do have them on a passive, recording all the time.
Oh shit, that's a decent roll.
That is a pretty good roll.
Lebog. The recording's a bit fuzzy. Whatever happened with this specific section of the file was corrupted. And you find in the memory you heading downstairs, hearing a commotion. The blur of black armor moving about, slamming Kodrak into the floor before rushing in your direction. Before you can even react, you are thrown a good 40 feet through the air, slamming into the elevator. And then just kind of laying there still, your eyes still slightly open, and you can like the camera's still seeing, and you see the fight continue before this individual disappears into the library for a time, hearing roars and distorted roars and clashing happening before the individual exits the library. The armor on it actually bleeding heavier from the chest. You can't exactly see what kind of wound it is acquired, but you see as it goes towards the stairs and then disappears from sight.
Do I see a blood trail that it left?
You do not.
So either this thing doesn't have blood. No, it has blood. I think this guy's blood is evaporated. He's got that special blood.
He's got that evaporating blood.
He's got dry ice for blood.
Aurelia and Zogar kind of look at you confused and realizes, what do you mean by that?
Well, I saw in the video, like, he had, like, a big wound on his chest and was bleeding a lot. But there's no blood where he was.
You're right.
So either he somehow cleaned it up in the middle of the night, or it's, like, hidden blood or something.
Fascinating. And you see Aurelia, like, pull out, like, a small journal and begins, like, jotting stuff down rapidly. You can see just Zogar you lost him somewhere along that path. He just, like, you know the internet connect noise, like the old, like, dial-up tone.
The dial-up.
Yeah, you could hear that in his head. As he's trying to connect, it's not working for him.
Well, I don't think we're gonna find anything else out here. I'm gonna go explore.
All right. Good luck, I guess.
I'm leaving the tower.
Okay. Are you going to
Wait,
take
why
anyone?
are we leaving the tower?
Are you taking anyone with you?
I mean, if someone else wants to come.
Oh, we need to know where you're going before I'm not even there, so I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You're still in the You're still in the common area. You all stayed in the common area. He was, like, talking about this with everyone.
I had
did say
wandered
I was
off
gonna go-
to make a
Oh.
call.
I was gonna go check where Cypher was, and I'm gonna go see if there's any clues
Okay.
outside.
Who else would like to join him? We can get to your call here in a second, Grom, because it would have probably taken the amount of time that his little checking his footage would have been. Who would like to join Lebog in the search for evidence?
I don't have a good investigation or perception or insight.
You
So-
can give help.
I'll help.
Yeah.
I'm taller. I can hold him up if he needs to go in high places.
Showing Lebog places he's never seen before. It's just pictured of Rhea holding him up in front of the freezer. The top shelf.
If my cat can get up there, he can.
Alright. Grom, I assume you're calling Akira.
Yeah.
Okay. The phone rings a few times. You hear, her voice on the other line. What is it that you want, Grom?
Well, I'm more reporting. You told me to call you directly with this, so here I am. The ones who hired me to find have been found. There's currently some sort of nonsense happening in this tower of theirs. I don't really know details. Something about the man in black armor, but One, I'm more curious about the payment for the first job, and two, and I'm awaiting more orders.
Wonderful to hear that they managed to get their friends back. For the time being, I guess aid them in whatever else they need. I'm sure they'll pay you, as they have with the others, I assume. Your payment will arrive soon.
Aye, all right.
Wonderful. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'm trying to think of a way to riz her up. Something about parting words of sweet sorrow. No, that is all.
Wonderful. Don't be afraid to call again. It may not be me the next time that answers, but I'm glad to hear that everything's going well.
I have a one.
The phone hangs up.
Beep.
Boop, boop, boop.
I walk back into the
You hear Labog talking about heading out
heading out where?
to go investigate and to check on
Investigate
Cypher.
who? Oh, Cypher. Yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna be fine. So that's up to you guys.
Who all wishes to go?
I'll go.
1,
I'll go.
2. Rom, do you want to wait alone?
No, if everyone else is going, I'm going.
All right. Do you
That's,
wish to bring any NPCs with you, or are you guys taking this alone?
I mean, the cat one seems pretty sneaky. If we need to be sneaky. I never got your name, by the way, love. Or yours. Then I point towards, every fucking time. Just
Lucky and Curie?
like
And Curie?
Kiri, that was it. Like every time I think of her, it's just like Kit something.
I know her name, but I don't know her name. Starts with a K. I know that much.
Oh, something like that. Something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I never got your name. Yours.
She gives you a look. The rest of you have never seen her give this look to somebody. More of a look of interest. And says, "It's Kiri. Kiri Stormfeather."
I hold out my hand in a vigorous handshake, and I go, "Nice to meet you, Grumbindrol."
She will gingerly take it.
I realize that I did just set her wings, so I'm gonna be nice and gentle with it.
Yeah. Roll me an insight real fast. Get advantage.
Oh
on this.
no!
Get advantage. On
And
this.
advantage.
Yeah, that'll give you advantage on this one.
It didn't help.
Didn't help.
I got a 6.
Okay. Does anyone else want to roll an insight on this situation? Because you guys are watching this occur. I'm gonna change the music. This is feeling too brawl.
I'll roll an insight. I don't expect it to go very well. 17.
17.
25.
25. You all get the feeling from this little encounter. The act of him setting her wing may have made her interested in him just the way he did it.
He's rough, but so gentle. What?
And it's all of you are kind of surprised by this because she definitely did not seem like the kind of person who would be into anyone.
I'm gonna lean to whoever's next to me and be like, I think she might like him now.
I'm still like shaking her hand at this
Yeah.
point. I'm just like,
She's giving you like a very
Come on.
smug look too.
come on, right in her face like that. I like side eye her and I wiggle my eyebrow a little bit.
She gives
Aye,
you.
so
she
where are
kinda-
we going now?
Yeah, she returns a side eye and a smile and then turns away from you.
Aye, so where are we going now?
So are we taking anyone with us?
Oh,
I don't know. You tell me.
Here, I'll give you the lineup of the uninjured NPCs that are readily available. We got Aurelia. We got technically Kodrak and Giz are now uninjured. Ignitus is still injured. Keto is uninjured but shaken. Gallery is uninjured. Lucky is uninjured.
But she's not stirred.
Asvalor is not injured.
Well, I vote Lucky.
Iris
'cause
and Zogar. are
sneaky
not.
lady.
Can I vote for Cheeto?
Okay,
What's the name of the lady in the upper right again?
upper right, Kelry. This one?
Should be fun to use.
Yeah, that's Kelry. You guys do know her as it being, because she did tell you this. She is a recon and spy for the Black Claw, so she does.
Ooh,
have,
two sneaky ladies.
yes.
No, let's just bring all of them.
Just bring everyone.
Yeah, why
Field
not?
trip.
Whole fucking army.
I don't want to do that. I don't
Field
want to do that.
Goon,
many NPCs.
goon squad rolling up.
Yeah, we should probably bring her.
Okay, let me remove the ones you guys didn't make a comment about. Which of these three do you want?
We only get one.
I'm only giving you one this time.
I feel like we use Lucky a good amount. Maybe we should use someone else this time.
Sneaky lady has literally never gotten screen time.
She got some screen time.
Yeah, when we got her.
We've talked to her,
That's true.
interacted with her before.
We've had a conversation.
Yeah, I'd be up for using her.
Sneaky lady it is. Kelry joins the party. Ba-da-da-da. All right. She kind of looks over, kind of comes up. She is a halfling, by the way. Kind of looks around at all of you and says, all right, lead the way.
You would never get that from her fucking picture.
No. She's a halfling and she is a druid. That's what you know about her.
Small.
She says, lead the way.
And just didn't leave the tower.
Let's
You
bounce.
all head out of the tower. It is a lovely summer day with a blistering heat.
Not too lovely then.
Where would you like to go?
What's the time to be wearing frickin' armor?
You are heat resistant with that armor because it is golden dragon hide.
I'm heat resistant. That doesn't mean I like the heat.
Well, it means that you're not as hot as everyone else. That armor will supply cooling, essentially, because dragon skin would cool you down in heated weather. It's fire resistant.
Sus.
Yes. Anywho, what would you like to do? You are outside the tower. You are in the alleyway behind the tavern.
Is there anything amiss back here?
Perception check.
No.
Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
Maybe I need glasses.
Maybe I need glasses. This area, for what you guys can tell, has been undisturbed. No one's really been back here. Someone was having fun with their ping there for a second.
Sorry, I'm having fun with the dice.
Oh, are you grabbing it and throwing it around?
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. Nothing seems to be amiss out here.
Are we still in Sandhelm?
Yes, you guys are still in the town of Sandhelm.
What mansion would be here?
There's
I
a
want to
mansion.
live here in a mansion.
Yeah, there's a mansion on the eastern side of town that looks to be abandoned.
Abandoned.
He doesn't seem the kind to have been around here. You know, grown up or anything, you know?
I forgot it was an abandoned mansion.
Yeah.
That makes it kind of sus, don't you think?
Yeah.
He is.
I'm gonna start heading that way.
he is a member of the Black Gem. So. No,
Do I know who those are?
no, Jack of Diamonds. Sorry, he is a member of the Jack of Diamonds. Not Black Jack of Diamonds.
Do I know who those are?
Did you say a 20 for history?
I didn't.
Roll me a history.
I didn't
check.
roll.
Roll me a history check.
12.
A 12. You've heard the name in passing. You would remember them being, if you remember correctly, some sort of criminal organization.
Wow.
Those of you who have known Cypher, though, would also know that he is from Osmond. He is not from Almoria.
That's crazy.
Also, if you guys want,
Sus?
there is a journal that is called The Tower, and you can find every member of the Tower in it with their ID cards.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
How do
crazy.
you tell me? Where am I even finding?
Go into the Journals tab. There's 2 journals you guys have access to.
Oh my
Click the one
oh my
called The
fucking
Tower.
God.
That's a lie. There's only one, and it's called the Tower.
Oh, I must have not
Oh my
shared the old
fucking
gods to you.
God. Oh my fucking God.
But there is also a tab in there called Members Who Have Passed Away. So, and you know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thomas and his member passed away.
Yep.
Stealth dick joke.
Anywho, I assume, yeah, you guys are going straight to the mansion then?
Sure.
All right. You all head towards the mansion. Kind of making your way across town, you know, avoiding shady people, things of that nature. Mansion's not a hard place to find, so there's no check involved with this. Upon seeing it, you can see the crumbling outer gates of it. They're still mostly standing. They look like just like the slightest breeze could bring them down at any time. The gate itself, like attached to the wall around this mansion, looks to be heavily rusted. One of the gates itself actually missing a few bars to allow people to crawl through if they wanted to, due to rust. And you can see the mansion beyond the front doors. The boards that were once covering the front doors seem to have been removed and are laying on to the side.
Well, I hope everyone has their tetanus shot.
I fly over.
I summon my ancestor ghosts and just walk on their corpses.
That's fucking terrible.
Well, listen, right? That literally 90% of my class is I just block damage. So how else am I gonna do that?
You push them between the bars that you have to like slide through. Kelry just kind of steps through it. She's short. It's not hard.
I also do that.
Yeah.
I'm
Lavog
short.
easily steps through. No harm done.
Wait a minute, I'm short.
You're
I was about to
actually-
say I'm a small creature.
Yeah. Creatures that are considered small would have an easy time with this. If you're medium, it's not easy for you.
I am pretty thick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an acrobatics check to do it, just like jump over it.
Sure.
Nat 1. I biff it.
All right, I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Get fucking biffed.
You lose your arm.
You take 6 points of damage as you go to jump over this. You cut yourself a little bit.
I'm a girl failure.
You say you're a girl failure.
Yeah, I didn't want to go through the metal or whatever because I
Yeah,
didn't want to have
you
to
like
deal like
go to
getting my
jump over
horns
the
through
wall.
there.
Yeah, you go to jump over the wall and just like cut yourself on the wall and fall back down on the side you were just on. You can roll again.
Ouch. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. 19.
The second time's the charm. You jump up and do very nice, like I guess like a handstand on the top of the wall before landing gracefully on the other side.
First one's just a warm up.
I was warming up, I swear.
Do you usually cut yourself when you're warming up?
I don't think you should ask people about cutting themselves.
Different kind. Wait, no, you should ask people about that. What? What are you talking about?
That's crazy.
Well, let's just walk in.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
read
just
into
walking
it.
in.
Don't read into it.
Hey, what is the marching order of you guys walking into the building?
Well, I'd probably be first.
Okay, LeBog's in front. All right. We're just gonna do it this way. That's not what I wanted. You all enter what looks to be a large kind of front chamber of this mansion. On the far side of the room, you can see 4 individuals other than your companion Cypher seem to be playing dice. You recognize, actually, none of you have seen most of these characters. You recognize one. You recognize the kobold Selzo, the one who had come to you about your friends being captured and giving you the information to go and save them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you see them in a circle playing dice. Another another Lupin individual, a very young individual, laughing as they're playing, having a good time. Sitting across from him looks to be a half-elven gentleman, who just kind of is, seems to be very conservative about his emotions. He's smiling a little bit, but doesn't seem to be showing as much of a good time as the others. And standing behind the Lupin kid, there is what looks to be an Azamar, dressed in clerical armor. That is kind of leaning against the pole, not far from him, just kind of keeping an eye on the whole situation. They all kind of glance towards you. Cypher kind of ears kind of pop up a little bit. He kind of waves to all of you, kind of giving a smile. Selzo looks behind him and just says, look who finally showed up.
Hi.
Selzo just says, come on over, come gamble with us.
I'm not very good at gambling, but sure.
The rest of you are allowed to move around the room. I don't know if you all can see the map. Can you all see the map? Is it visible
Yeah.
for everyone? Okay.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Scoot up there. Wee.
Hold on. Okay, those doors open. Sad.
Yeah.
What about this one? Okay, sad.
I'm not giving you locked doors to fucking feel your
Oh, the door's opening!
Fuck you, man.
Actively searching for locked doors to know your DM.
I gotta find the locked doors. um, as you sit down,
We'll stand over here.
The Lupin kid kind of like looks around at all of you and like whispers something to Cypher, who kind of gives him a nod. It says, I guess introductions are in order to the people I had come to assure that I was alive. And he kind of gestures to each of them. Well, he introduces all of you first, and then gestures to each of them. You already know Celzo, whose full name he is introduced as Celzo Dragonkin. The half-elven gentleman is an individual named Salo Nenri. He is a blood hunter by trade and is known as a Fang for Hire, which is a mercenary group that goes around, just doing jobs here and there. Many of them being lycanthropes. The kid is named Kylo Miter, the son of the leader of the Black Claw. And the one standing behind him is named Angela Zelkinski, an Azamar cleric who has been tasked with being Kylo's protector. Kylo kind of like looks over all of you kind of closely, specifically at you, Lebog. Kind of points towards you and says, "Do I know you from somewhere?"
Probably, I do you on to.
His eyes kind of light up a little bit. He's like, "No way, you're him?"
Yeah.
You see, he's like very excited, starts rambling for a minute. During that time, roll me.
I told you were famous.
Roll me a d20, Lebog, as you roll the dice. Yeah, you do not roll a very good hand. I don't know what numbers are good for dice and what are not, so I'm not going to specify numbers because I've never played dice before.
You want the highest number.
You want the highest number? You roll snake eyes.
You literally roll for the highest numbers.
Okay. You roll snake eyes. And Celzo kind of laughs at you a little bit. Anyone want to say anything in this moment, though? As you all kind of are standing around. Kelry is kind of like looking around the space, intrigued by everything. Any RP anyone wishes to do?
No, I'm just gonna doom and gloom in the corner here.
I'm actually gonna go over there and talk to him.
Wow. I don't know this
And-
guy, so
Why?
I'm staying out of it.
No. She's talking to you.
Oh, I kind of figured when she walked up to me, but
Okay, I wanted to
I'm
make sure.
explaining why I'm off in the corner.
I wanted to make sure.
Nah. And I'm gonna keep it real. Kind of like to keep to myself too. I like to read my books, so I don't care for the fancy games and all that stuff. It's not really my thing.
Are you saying this to me, or are you like?
Yes, I'm saying it to you.
I
I'm talking
didn't know
to
if
you.
you were like explaining why you were off to the side. Okay, no, so
No. I'm off to the side to talk to you.
I kind of just I'm leaning against a pole facing them, and I kind of just shrug. I'm just I just don't know him. This is like a intergroup thing. I'm not opposed to playing a game or two a dice, but
Well, I mean, only way to get to know people is to get to know them.
this just doesn't seem like the time. Where we came here for the specific purpose of making sure the one in the back was alive.
That is fair. So,
Besides, it's not like we ain't got enough time sitting around the tower to acquaint.
Yeah, that's true. We can always, once we get back, really, really get to know each other. Wink, wink.
I kind of just like shockingly lean back and is like, "Are you coming on to me now? What the fuck?"
Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm here for my studies.
Wink, wink.
I haven't
Wait,
seen
you-
I haven't seen
you-
many dwarven men around. Only dwarven boys.
I'm
What?
just. I lean slightly farther back, and I'm like, it sounds like the way you're putting this.
What should I roll to try and to, like play with your beard?
That depends. Is he gonna let you do it, or is he gonna try to fight it?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Are you gonna let it happen?
Like, if I extend my arm out, like, kind of going up to your chin, were you gonna back away or no?
I'm gonna back away a little bit. I'm like, hey, whoa.
Slide
A
ahead.
little bit?
I don't
All
know
right.
you that
So-
way.
So sleight of hand, that's
Yeah,
what I
slide
was
ahead.
thinking.
Yeah, slide ahead. If he was gonna let it, it was gonna be performance.
Dirty 20.
God damn it! Oh, you got it.
She plays with your beard a little bit.
I caress your beard and say, we can talk later.
Whoa, whoa. How old are you? What are you, like
Enough.
16? What?
Huh? Do I really
Oh.
look that young?
I mean, you look that young to me. Oh no, I've never. No, I can't really judge age based on, you know. Listen, you wouldn't understand unless you were a dwarf. It's easy for me to tell age of dwarves and to be able to tell women apart, but not for other races.
Eh. 20. What are we? There was a 5-year gap. I started at 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have fooled me, but
All that means is, and then I flick his beard a little, like pick my hand away from it, and I whisper, "Legal."
Legal.
All that means is
This is just-
all that dwarves would make really bad bouncers.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
just like, yeah, you
is
look old enough.
Is that canon? Is that canon? Is that a thing?
The dwarves are bad bouncers. They're
Yeah.
they're bad as being the ones to check people into clubs, not just
That's
like
what I mean.
protect it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a bodyguard.
Yeah.
A bouncer checks people in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm not hired to check
All right,
people
cool.
in the
Now
club.
I leave. Now I just walk away.
What was that?
What the fuck occurred?
You can tell I'm used to being the one to riz, not the other way
Yeah,
around.
I've never been rizzed up before.
The Rizzer, not the Rizzy.
Exactly.
The Rizzer, not the Rizzy. That's a fucking line.
I don't like any of it, but it fits.
Can I get that on
Swapping
a
bars.
t-shirt? The Rizzer, not the Riz. Dude, that shirt would sell crazily. Anywho.
What happens when two people wearing that shirt meet?
They get rizzed up.
It's kind of like when like opposite, where like you have like two poles of the like a magnet, like the same poles, like facing each other, is like bounce apart.
Damn.
Anywho.
Alright. Grombendral's gotta go to the bathroom. Don't go too crazy.
I think he's talking about himself. Yeah, he's talking about himself. Anywho. Supposed to not do that. All right. Do. Yeah. 0. Give me one moment Corpse passes that. Angela passes. Celso passes. All right. Well, he's walked away. I think he can still hear me. As you guys are all having this conversation, the two of you having your little moment. Suddenly, multiple gunshots go off around you. And a number of you are hit by random shells that come flying into the room.
Ow.
You're being attacked by clams.
Yes. As that happens, familiar soldiers rush into the chamber.
They're Russian.
Yes. No Russian. I need everyone to roll me initiative. Did I place these guys where they belong?
Guys, we're busy. Can we do this later?
I was playing games, man. Fuck you.
Any games on your phone?
You got games on your phone? That's
Nat 20.
crazy.
Wait, what did I get hit by?
A bullet.
Why am I missing health?
Bullet. You got
Gun.
shot. Gun.
I got shot.
Mind the.
I thought I healed.
Huh?
No. I got. Oh wait, everybody got shot. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm fucking.
You guys were all.
Stupid.
You all were ambushed, essentially, is what happened. And on
Actually, since I got hit, technically, even though I got ambushed, I go invisible. With US.
I know what ability.
You're shaving. You accidentally cut yourself. You turn invisible. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fades away because they cut themselves. Ouch! Fuck!
Well, I this is once per short rest. I can choose to do this, but
Yeah.
because we're getting ambushed, deuces, get me out. I just kind of blip out of existence.
That's crazy that it's just like, yeah, I can do this.
I just do the finger, womp, you know, the peace sign, the
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
vine.
I know exactly what
Yeah,
video you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. I do that one.
Aw.
Make sure you change out the music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Calm, sweet music to... Fuck, it's not playing on my end again. I don't even remember where I got this. I know it's somewhere copyright free, but like, I just have this. I think it was from Voice Mod, actually. There we go. All right. On that note, with the combat order initiated, I need to move you guys a slight bit forward. The Bog, you are first in the combat order.
Let's go, the big.
The Burger.
Would I be able to recognize the one soldier from last?
He is not here. I will say that.
Unfortunate.
You're gonna be like, come on, man, don't do this to me again.
Round 2.
Yeah. I let you go the first time. I'm not letting you go the second time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna summon 2 arms and punchy punchy.
Time to punch guys in the face. That hits. That does not hit. God, your scream scares me every fucking time.
10 damage.
10 points of damage. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. You see Celso get to his feet, you know, pulls out the you see him pull out the knife off his hip that says written on it Mr. Business on the blade. While pulling out in his other hand
Oh, shit's gone crazy.
pulling out a pistol in the other hand and just shouts out, just, "You ruined my game of dice!" And he's just gonna rush the nearest guy. He actually runs between your legs, Rhea. And just goes and, like, jumps on, like, he is going to, as you see as he runs forward, fires a shot at this soldier. Classic, or what? Not classic. Yeah, use that one. Okay. Fires a shot with his pistol. He's going to miss his shot with his pistol, and then goes to stab the man with Mr. Business. Succeeds in that. And he gets a sneak attack because it's a one-on-one. So you watch as he fires the shot, the dude ducks out of the way of the shot before this kobold jumps into the air like a raptor out of, like, Jurassic Park onto the dude's chest and just drives the knife dead into his chest. And it's just roaring the entire time that he's doing it. That is the end of Celzo's turn. It is now the soldier in front of you, Jared. Or Lebog. Jared. What's Jared?
Who is that?
Who the fuck is that guy? Gonna fire a shot at you. He's going to miss. Next soldier. Which soldier is it fucking selecting? Oh, is that the one that's highlighting? It's, oh, I can barely fucking see it. Oh. He's gonna run forward. He's gonna focus on Kellery. Fire a shot at Kellery.
Oh, do you need? Do I need to write a roll fucking
No, I already rolled it.
initiative?
I
still?
already
Oh,
rolled
okay.
it. He is going to hit Kellery. He's going to take 9 points of damage. You see her kind of growling at this hit. Next guy. Gonna run across this way. This point. He is going to point at Rhea. Rhea, you're going to be able to duck out of the way of his shot as he fires from across the room at you. You manage to kind of scuttle out of the way. Next guy is going to stand his ground. He's going to shoot at Kellery. He's going to hit Kellery. Kellery for another 10. Now Kylo's turn, which as this happens, you see him, his eyes kind of go wide, his tail tucks. He looks towards his companions or whatever, and you see Celzo yell, just like point towards the door and just yell, "Go, we'll take care of this." And he kind of nods. Watch. Runs right out of sight. And that'll be the end of Kylo's turn. The next soldier's turn, who is going to run up to here. He is going to look towards you, Grom. And the entire time these guys are charging you guys, they're just yelling like, "Go, go, go, go! Take him out! Get on the ground!"
FBI, get down!
Yeah. Put your hands where I can see you! Bang, bang, bang! They're
You know, usually you're supposed to say that before you shoot.
Yeah. Any person who's ever
He said,
played
he
Swarm.
says he misses every shot.
Second guy comes up behind him, also going to shoot at you. Also going to miss. Hits the fucking pillar that's in between you and him. It's Kelry's turn. You see Kelry is very bloody, very upset with what is happening to her. And you watch as... Need to pull up the thing for her. Ah, yes, here is my list. She is going to transform into... No, we're not doing... I'm not doing the T-Rex bit again.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Oh.
Really want the T-Rex bit again?
Yeah.
No, that's not her style. What would she become? Let's see here. Most of these are kind of shite, not going to lie. Not a lot of good animals, is there? Comes a sperm whale. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's the one we were looking for. What the fuck? These animals are just all over the damn place. There's a lot of just random animals. What the fuck? That. No. No, wait. I think I know where she's gonna go. Yeah. That seems like her style. Give it a second. The program's trying to load. Any second now. There we go. She transforms into a... an elder giant lizard. Which the individual who is standing next to her is going to be pushed away slightly. And that is the end of her turn, as she is transformed. She just kind of lets out a billow as she transforms into this giant lizard. It's now Rio's turn. Chaos has ensued.
Okay, I'm going to close to this. There's a pillar. Kind of like, I guess, move through Celzo
Yep.
here, and because he's engaged, I can get kind of like a free stealth stabby.
Oh, congratulations. No. No. Yeah.
So I'm going to first see if I hit. Does a 23 hit?
A
Don't you
23
bro
does hit.
me.
I can bro you if I want to bro you.
Don't you fucking bro me.
Okay, that's going to be doing 10 damage there, and roll.
Oh yeah, get your sneak
I always
attack
have like
as
the
well.
hard. Yeah, I always have the hardest time finding the sneak attack for some reason in my active
Yeah,
abilities.
it's not the most intuitive in Foundry, but so be it.
So that's going to be 12 damage, and then I will take my extra attack.
This poor man was not ready for a kobold to jump on his chest and scream at him before he got stabbed twice by a woman.
Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, how do you want to do this? He has 4 health. you will kill him.
Let's make sure I do.
You
Okay,
100%
yep.
kill him.
I imagine I just I don't know, I just run around the get hard time by words. I run over Celzo, just like how he ran under me.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I just imagine that I just like kind of like fall. Like once I get past him, I just fall to the side, and as I fall, kind of like stab him through the throat.
Accidental kill.
Oh.
Not accidental kill,
Oh.
kind of like an intentional. I'm just going for like the angle.
Wait, are you
Well, also
are
kind
you
of like-
mad maxing this? Not mad maxing. Max painting this?
Sure.
Are you
Yeah,
diving
I'm just kind of
and
like jumping to the
stabbing
side.
him?
Yeah, because I'm trying to get behind the pillar at the same time to get into cover.
Okay, yeah, you dive, stabbing this dude through the neck. As he goes down, you see a very angry-looking Celzo. His eyes turn towards you and say, "That was my kill." And you see him kind of
I'll
like
just say-
stomp on the ground angrily, like a child.
And I'll just say focus on the one that isn't a corpse yet.
Yeah.
And then I just do a little roll to
She just dark
I guess
soul
I don't-
rolled.
yeah,
All right.
behind this pillar.
Awesome.
That's my turn.
Next soldier. Next soldier rushes forward. They're gonna focus on Kelry now because a giant lizard is kind of a threatening thing. Just happen to be fighting now. Going to hit. And Kelry roars as another shot burrows through her body. This individual standing here is not focused on Kelry, but is focused on you, Grom. And he is going to turn his gun upon you. And he's going to miss. You just kind of swat his rifle out of the way, kind of making him shoot the ground at your feet.
I can't help but imagine the entire time people have been shooting at me, and this guy just walks up to put his barrel like directly in my chest. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and then he
Just
misses.
backhanded it a little bit.
Whack.
Because I haven't been hit at all the last two combats.
Yeah. When you have a high AC against low-level enemies because they're, may not be high level because their boss is high level. But
True.
yeah. This individual tries to shoot at Celzo. Celzo kind of swats it away and just kind of like lets out a weird kind of cackling growl of sorts. If any of you didn't know better, it sounds like he's going fucking like feral. It's clearly not. This clearly just is Celzo, but it sounds like he's just gone fucking feral. Another individual steps forward, going to shoot at Kelry, and they're just like, take out the lizard! It's unloading an unholy amount of bullets into her. Okay, and now it is Cypher's turn. Cypher should have more health than he does. Let me fix that. There we go. Cypher looking over the situation, kind of taking in what he sees. Not gonna shoot at Kelry. He is going to shoot at one of the guards down the line from him, near Kelry. He is going to hit. We'll use his sneak attack as well. You just hear as a bullet rings out across the room. The soldier really close to you, Xena, just gets hit in the chest hard with a round. Blood splattering kind of in your direction. Doesn't quite hit you, but gets close. The dude kind of stumbles back a little bit. Now, another soldier's turn, as he is going to step forward. He is going to focus on Kelry, because Kelry is their biggest threat right now, it seems like. Kelry really is just getting fucking butchered right now. Now Celzo's turn. Celzo, you watch as Celzo, you hear him turn towards Cypher and just says, or Cypher and Angela, and just says, you two make sure that the threat's taken care of. I'm gonna make sure Kylo's okay. You watch as he runs out of the room and disappears out of sight. Another one steps. Oh, yes, this is the. You watch as in the very back, very big looking dude, like covered in machinery, kind of steps forward. Kind of getting to this point. Pulls out from behind him, essentially, a essentially a minigun. And just he is gonna fire.
Anyways, he started blasting.
I need Zin, you need to roll me a dexterity saving throw, even though you're invisible.
That's okay. Let's see. Dex.
You can click on
saving
the
throw.
one thing.
Oh, is it in the?
It's in the chat. You can
What
just
one
look
thing?
at the
No,
chat.
it's private. You have it private.
Why do I have it private? I forgot that it was still
I don't
private. Here.
But it's okay. I can do a saving throw. 21.
Let's see. Oh, 21. Yep. You will pass that. I will roll for all of the others. Soldier will pass. Employee will pass. Okay. Let me select the proper targets here. Cypher failed the roll? That's crazy. Yep, I got it. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one. Okay, the ones who passed. The soldier and Xena. All right.
Yes, I'm listening.
Damage is applied. Yeah, the rounds are just unloaded. You hear Kelry screech in her lizard form as this happens. The bullets flying through, and you see like just the wall behind Cypher just get riddled with rounds. And that is the end of the heavy soldier. It is now Xena's turn.
Let's go. Alright, let's see. Where can I escape to whilst being invisible? How high are the ceilings?
It's about 30 feet up. Any walkways that were up there seem to have collapsed by this point or are gone, but like you could fly up like 30 feet.
Would I be able to fly up above everybody else? Because I do have silent feathers as well.
If you wanted to fly
Right.
diagonally to go 30 feet up, but also you get 20 feet up if you move like 15 feet away from your current position.
Well, I want to land.
Oh, you want to land? Okay. I would say if you want to fly above people, I would say cut 10 feet off your... So you can make it 20 feet if you're flying over people.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go right here.
Yeah.
Just 20 feet.
You hit spacebar whenever you draw that line.
Oh, really? That was with the ruler. Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So that's 20 feet. And then I'm going to... Actually, I think that kind of screws me a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Spell book, we're gonna go ahead and use... Are we supposed to be a level 11?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just summon aberration.
Okay.
Which doesn't allow me to...
Where do you want to put it?
Yeah.
Ping where you want to put it, because I can summon it in the right spot.
Let's put right here. Like, thank you. And then, because I use an action to move and stuff, I'm not invisible anymore.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna
Whoops,
use...
that was not the button I meant to push. I can fix it.
And my star spawn should be able to attack still, correct?
Yes.
Okay, even though I just summoned him, I just wanted to make sure. He's gonna attack this guy
There you
with
go. That's the button.
Psychic Slam. Once, then twice. Alright, one's a crit.
They both hit.
So we'll do normal damage for the first one, so that's 5 damage. 11 damage.
God damn.
I hear
That's
the
16
wart.
damage to that guy.
He just kind of staggers, just like, God, what the fuck is this thing? He like is just kind of staring at your
Motherfucker
star
looks like
spawn.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, he's just like, what the fuck is that? End of your turn.
Yes. That should be it.
Rom, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna be like, I need to get me a halberd, and then I'm immediately gonna grapple this man.
Okay. Roll me-
I'm
a-
trying to throw him over here.
Roll me athletics,
Hiya.
and he's gonna roll athletics against you.
Plus 6. That's 25.
Okay. Now
No.
roll an attack roll to throw him at the other guy.
Like a to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 17 total.
17 total. All right. You pick up this guy and you throw him. Both individuals. I'm gonna. Let's see. You threw him 15 feet. He weighs about that much. This guy takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage. This guy takes
Hell
8
yeah.
points of bludgeoning damage. And I'm gonna roll a strength save for both of them.
Ooh.
Okay, the guy that was thrown manages to land on his feet. The other guy knocked prone.
Nice. I am now going to take out one of my axes, rage, and throw it
Okay.
at the main guy.
Okay.
Hiya. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Roll the damage.
Beep bop boop doop doop. Hold on. I have a thing for this. Brutal critical. When you roll, you can roll one additional weapon damage. Oh no, that's for melee. Never mind.
Yeah.
Man, fuck you.
Fuck you. I'll see you at work.
Man, fuck you. I'll see you at work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is also now affected.
Affected?
He's conflicted, you know? Ancestral protectors. Now he either shoots me or he just
Oh,
doesn't do too well.
That ability. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I am now going to move over here.
Yeah, you don't take attack of opportunity because you threw the guy. You literally made him not be able to hit you.
Correct. And that is all of my actions. So
That's crazy. All right, it is now Angela's turn.
oh, shield out, shield with axe in hand. There you go.
Okay.
So I am at full 20 AC.
Angela is going to cast. She's going to cast Bless. She steps out into the middle of the room, and you watch as she holds up a holy symbol in the air and mutters something. She is going to bless Lebog, Selzo, and Cypher. So you guys get a D. Yeah, I guess Lebog, you will have a D4 added to your attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute. And then she will call forth spiritual weapon, which doesn't have a spawn for some. Do I have something I can use for that? We are going to, for the sake of brevity, use this owl icon for the spiritual weapon. Because I did not have a spiritual weapon icon.
I think it's so tiny.
It is tiny. She is going to roll an attack against this guy. 21. Alright, hits. Not. Huh? No fucking shot that this thing is broken. The spell is broken. That's crazy.
Love it.
That's crazy. I fucking love that.
Also, you never put the damage on the main guy.
Shit's not fucking rolling at all. I already did. I did add the damage to him.
I don't see a blood splatter on him.
It's on the center of his chest. You're just not zoomed in enough. Anyways, more blood splatter on his chest. There we go.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
As
This
all-
guy, right? We're talking about that guy?
No. Is that who you threw it at?
Yeah.
Is he in your effective range?
I mean, he was 35 feet away when I threw.
Well, I applied it to the wrong person then, because it sounded like you were going for the same guy. My
Oh no,
apologies.
I threw it at the main guy.
Yeah, I don't know what the damage was now. So
9.
gotta fix it. Give me a second. Okay. As this occurs, you'd see the door of the chamber. It opened for a moment. Odd construct-looking individual in a cowboy-type hat walks in. You hear like this robotic voice, just oh, what a fucking mess this has become. You see him reach into his pocket, pulls out an odd-looking like green pistol, like a greenish-black pistol, and he's going to point it at Kelry. I am going to. Don't you dare fight me on this. Kelry is going to fail. I'm gonna roll this damage in private. You watch as Kelry's form drops. And as it does, she kind of gasps for a moment kind of looks down at her chest, and you see there is now a hole through her that is slowly turning to ash. You hear him chuckle, and he walks out the door, closing it behind him. You watch as she crumbles and disappears. Now it's Lebog's turn.
Oh,
Yeah, just. There you go. That's what she did. Lebog's turn.
God's out here just
Damn.
killing characters he doesn't like, I guess.
It's not that I didn't like her.
Aw, punch. And a punch.
Those both hit.
Bruh.
I love the slow punch to death style you have, Jay. It's really funny. What a horrendous way to go, being punched to death by a rabbit.
Mm-hmm. I'll summon my other two. So I got all four now.
Okay, you have all four arms sticking out. Good. Salzo's turn. You watch as Salzo is going to put away Mr. Business. Looks towards the guy in front of him. Says, how about a fencing, or how about a joust between gentlemen? And he pulls out a rapier and is just gonna jab at the dude. That is going to hit. A critical? No, he almost had a critical. 8 plus his.
So you know, I lack the permissions to create tiles.
Yeah, probably all do, to
Yes.
be honest.
I'm trying to place my axe over by the main guy.
Got you, man. I got you.
Thank you, sir. That's a big head.
it comes in gigantic every fucking time. And then Celzo is going to
Tiny owl, big axe.
fire his pistol with his bonus action. This dude is barely on his feet. You watch as Salzo jabs him like in the clavicle, and the guy's starting to like choke, and then proceeds to gut shot him with a pistol, and then just say, "Haha, have at thee!" As he then proceeds to lick the blood off the tip of the rapier. Your soldier, the one standing directly in front of you, Lebog. He's gonna point his gun at you, or he's gonna try to. He's gonna hit you, Lebog. You take 5 points of damage, which is reduced to 1, right?
Yep.
Take 1 point of damage. The bullet hits you, and your armor just kind of absorbs most of the impact. And it's just like a little bit of blood seeps out of like the hollow wound. Kind of like you got shot with a BB gun at point blank range, essentially. Now that they don't have a target to focus on, they're gonna turn on you, Rom. That shot's gonna hit. Wait. You You said you activated a rage. You didn't activate it on here. Oh, there it is. Just there. Now you're in rage.
Yeah.
Which means you only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, or 3 points of piercing damage as a bullet hits you in the shoulder, or like skips off
Hold
your
on.
shoulder.
Wait. So technically speaking, I am a creature within 30 feet of myself.
No.
No. Damn it.
I'm rolling this out now. I'm not losing this to a technicality again.
Maybe if you lost your legs and crawled slightly away from him, you'd be within 30 feet of him. Your feet.
No, 30 feet of me. I am me.
Well, if there's at least 15 people within 30 feet.
Do you know what? She's got a point. If I cut off one of my legs and throw it 5 feet away, technically I am 5 feet away from myself.
Anyways, next soldier's turn. He's gonna shoot at the Cthulhu-esque monster in front of him, in a bit of a panic. He's supposed to be at disadvantage. I don't know why it did be disadvantage. He will miss. He kind of panic fires the aberrant star, whatever, like swats at him, causing his shot to go into the wall next to him. Next soldier's turn, sees his buddy is in danger, fires at the same thing. Scared to hit his buddy, he shoots a bit high, freaking out a bit. Guy who is prone. Just kind of looking up at you, Grom. Gonna slowly get to his feet. He's gonna shoot at you, Grom. He's upset.
Keck.
He's mad that you threw his friend at him. He's like, how dare you throw my friend at me?
Damn,
And then
he might
proceeds to-
actually... Nope, never
Nope,
mind.
and then proceeds to miss. Damn, that's wild. And you just kind of swat his bullet away, or his gun away, not his bullet. The bullet out of the air.
Damn, I didn't know I was Chad like that.
I didn't know I was fucking cool. Also misses. Everyone who seems to shoot at you just is like, every time they shoot at you, just kind of swat their gun away. Rhea. It's now your turn.
Okay. I'm just horrified how Kellery just got fucking zapped.
Disintegrated.
I'm just gonna take my movement, cross over here.
Okay.
I want to stab this man.
You stab that man. You stab him, Queen. Slay Queen.
Queen
Slay
shit.
that man. Yeah. Queen shit, yeah.
Is this with advantage?
No.
Because that's... No?
It's if you were sneaking up on him, it'd be advantage.
Okay.
It was not a stealthy move, essentially.
Well, I guess I can always take my extra attack, but it won't be in stealth. Oh well.
That misses. Yeah, you
At least it won't.
try your first attack. It does not work. Go for your second. The dude's prepared for you, so he kind of swats away your attack.
No. At least Lebog won't be the only target.
Alright, it is now the next soldier's turn. They're all looking at Grom, because Grom seems to be the target to go for right now. Because they just watched him throw one of their allies at another one of their allies. He's gonna miss. Does Grom have plot armor or something?
I guess.
This guy's gonna shoot at Grom too. Will he? He's not gonna hit. He has disadvantage. He misses as well. Grom is just like fucking Matrix. I'm picturing Grom is not even moving. He's just standing there. These soldiers are just freaking the fuck out still from the lizard that just got disintegrated, and are just missing their shots on you because they're just like, oh, we gotta shoot a dude now instead of a giant. This dude I'm gonna flip a coin for him. Yep. This dude's gonna attempt to run away. Take one step.
Fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah, essentially. He takes a step, rapier goes through the back of his head, one of his eyes pops out of his head on the tip of this rapier, and then as it's pulled back, it is ripped into the dude's head and disappears somewhere within his skull.
Ew.
Falls over dead. And then you hear Celzo let out of a victory screech as he's like, I got one! And then just proceeds to cackle loudly as he turns towards the rest of the fight. Next soldier, also gonna shoot at Grog. Grog, you're a fan favorite. When I say fan, I mean the people who want you dead.
Oh my god, he hit me!
Yeah, you take 5 points of damage, Grog.
Woo!
I'm taking damage! This is so cool.
Oh my fucking god! Minus 5. Come on.
It is now
Minus 5.
No,
There you
no. You don't subtract that from your thing. I already put it on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Plus
auto,
5.
Yeah. I auto apply it. It's now Cypher's turn. Cypher takes a few steps forward, looks over to you, Lebog. Kind of gives you a nod because he realizes you're perfectly fine. You're holding your own. You're just beating the shit out of a dude. And you, as he sees you focusing, around at the people around you, Brom, you watch as you turn your head. Yep. As you turn your head, the individual standing next to you.
Which one?
The one to your right, because you're facing the 3. The one to your right gets shot. Let's see how badly he gets shot.
Pretty bad. This guy? Yep, that guy.
It didn't apply this one. You watch as his head explodes and your face is covered in blood and brain matter.
Why did my immediate thought go to Shoobody Doobop?
Yeah, that's
Shoobody Doobop.
the only 2 responses I would have been fine with is that one or
tasty.
Those are the only 2 responses that are appropriate in that one.
I can get a pretty good snake impression going if you want.
Tasty.
Tasty.
And you watch as he kind of smirks and reloads his rifle. Next soldier who just saw that happen is going to take a few steps forward and he is going to shoot at your boy. Takes a shot.
Which the boy?
Cypher. And you watch as Cypher kind of looks towards him and then just kind of tilts his head backwards a little bit. The bullet whiffs right over his snout. And hits the wall behind him, and he just kind of growls and looks towards the guy who just shot at him, who's now panicking. Silo is doing something in the back. Not entirely sure what he is doing. Now the heavy soldier, his attention has been drawn to a certain somebody who decided to hit him with an axe.
Correct.
Just a real shame about what you did. Xena, I need you to roll me a dex save.
Again?
You got caught in it again.
I know, I can see.
Oh, ooh. I got a 19.
21. Alright, we're gaming.
You're good.
Wait.
Don't worry, Xena. I got this.
Looked at the wrong one.
right. Wait, no, you got a 4.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. There's a lot of passes that were involved there. All right. What did I just close? Oh. No, I closed something I was working on. Damn it. What? I do multi-select. Shift click. That's how it is. Bum 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 bum.
All right, so Xena, you take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 less damage than whatever this says.
Wow.
Okay.
We'll do that.
So that puts me at.
Oh, is Labog and Rhea getting it too?
No, they are
Okay.
not in the same spot. So
Okay.
damage has been distributed. Zin,
Yeah,
roll
I
me a
know.
con save.
Fuck.
Oh, you know
Hold
what?
it.
They're
Yeah,
in
nope,
cover.
you hold it.
Oh, Pog.
Yep, you held the damage. Or not the
Cover.
damage. You held the concentration. Your aberrant spirit does not dissipate. And it's now your
Okay.
turn, Xena.
Cool. So now the guy who the aberrant spirit was targeting, that guy,
Yeah.
whispering aura as well. He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna tell you now, he's more than likely going to fail this.
Oh, that's a crit fail. Cool. So he takes 2d6 psychic damage. Slash first base.
That was not a crit fail, but he does fail.
Yeah, it's not. Oh wait, the X just means he failed.
Yes.
A double X means it's a crit fail.
You can see that?
Yeah. I can see it on mine too.
Huh.
He takes 4 damage.
Wow.
Just automatic.
Incredible.
Then the Star Spawn is gonna use Psychic Slam on him.
Oh boy.
18. And 13.
The 18 hits, the 13 does not.
Cool. 7 damage.
He's kind of staggering a little bit. This dude's not feeling great.
Yeah, he's really not gonna feel great after what I'm about to do to him.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's still your turn. You have actions too.
Actually, since he's far enough away from me, I'm gonna do. So he's dead. So I'm gonna do. First shot of Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna hit these 3. And I'm gonna go top to bottom.
Okay.
First, second, third shot. So I'm gonna unclick. The first shot. 22.
That hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
13.
That misses.
Figured. 23.
That hits.
6.
All right.
There you go.
Double check.
And then.
Oh, that first one you shot, as you hit him, you nail him square in the head. His head explodes.
Oh, nice.
Grom, you have more brain matter on you.
Woo!
Just covered in blood and gray matter.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. Actually, wait, what?
You have bonus action?
No, I was just. I didn't know Master the Fox did that as well. Good to know.
Oh yeah,
And actually,
you're attuned
this-
to the Mask of the Fox.
Yeah, this is a quick question with the Mask of the Fox. A creature you touch has become invisible. Can I touch myself?
Yeah.
Why'd you have to put it like that?
You're talking about the invisibility
what I
spell.
meant.
The invisibility spell works on self as well as if it specifies touch, self is included.
Okay, it just says one creature. That's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Wait. Technically, since my innate spellcasting, because I'm a warlock, like I'm casting at 5th level, doesn't matter what I cast, right?
If you're casting it from the one spell slot of the mask, it is at 1st level. Or whatever level it belongs
Okay,
at.
good. Because it says at higher levels when you cast a spell using a spell slot of
Yeah.
3rd level or higher.
If you use a spell slot of your warlock spell slots, you use it at max level of like what your spell slots can do. If you're using the mask's charges, it is at the level that it starts at.
Pretty sure the mask only has one. Oh, is that 2nd level?
Yeah.
Okay. So how would I get it to go higher? I can't.
Unless you use your spell slots. It just stays at 2nd level.
Okay. Alright, that's it.
Yeah, that's the gimmick of magical items, is they have fixed levels on them usually. Grom, it is your turn, Screamy Boy. You have 2 corpses in front of you.
I look at that. I look at the one on the far right. And I look at this guy and I go, I don't think he liked being thrown. Let's see if you like it any better. And I'm gonna Spartan kick him into the guy behind him.
Roll me to hit. I'm gonna let this happen, and then I have a thing that I'm gonna do with it.
What would I use for this? Just normal to hit?
Yeah, you're normal to hit.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay. Strength is normally that. Oh no. Why did it
You
close?
broke it.
Damn.
I didn't mean to fucking. Oh my god.
Did you Alt F4 the server?
No, I hit something else and it fucking closed like 4 programs on my computer at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
Uh,
That
That was my internet for a second.
Nope, that was all me.
He Alt F4'd. He got mad
Yeah.
because I was Spartan kicking.
I can fix this.
We're doing too good this encounter.
Yeah, this too. You guys
Yeah.
are doing too well. I had to stop your momentum.
You had
he
to let
already
us
killed someone.
lose our train of thought.
Yeah.
And so now we're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
God killed someone in front
It's
of us.
alright.
and
I've
we
been
weren't
paying
phased.
attention.
Yeah, you guys
but,
were
like,
unfazed
Guys-
by the death of your party members, so I had to make it worse by doing the end of world spell.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I forgot what my turn was in that 5 seconds of absence.
What did I do? All right. I max scrap. I can full screen this. That'll prevent it from being destroyed once more. Good. Anyways, the guy was going to roll strength saving throw.
It was a 23 he has to beat.
No, that's not what it's for. I
Oh.
was rolling something else to stop it. I'm seeing if he actually gets knocked back, which he does, based on the thing I gave. All right. This guy's got to make a strength saving throw against his friend being pushed into him.
Damn.
He holds his ground. This guy, I'm gonna roll. What's your unarmed strike?
Damage?
Yeah, your unarmed strike damage.
I mean, it would be 1d, or it's just a 3.
3 plus your 3 because you're raging, so 6. Guy in front takes 6 damage. Guy behind him takes 3 damage.
Now, what about movement? Does he get moved at all, or is he kind of just here?
He's still there because his
Okay.
friend doesn't get pushed back, like doesn't let him get pushed back.
I would like to grab and move my character, but the game is paused.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna yeet over here, and I'm gonna point over towards this gentleman, and I'm gonna yell out to the rest of the party, "Shore up my right flank!" And I am then going to axe this man.
You hear Cypher from behind. Which one on your right?
Pick one, and I axe him.
Ah, you're asking him a question. Good.
No, I'm just axing him. Nothing fancy about it.
Oh, your attack.
I am as a matter of fact, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That hits.
And a grand total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
He is barely standing. You cleave into his shoulder, kind of down into his torso a little bit. He spits up blood in your face as you do this. You know, he staggers a little bit as you rip the axe back away from him. He's not looking good. He is on death's door. At the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess.
It is Angela's turn. Angela. What shall Angela do? That's what Angela will do. No. She's already held a concentration. Never mind. She is going to cast. Yeah. She's going to cast Guiding Bolt. She's going to point at the big guy in the back. She is just going to hit him. She is going to do 33 points of radiant damage. And now this individual is now glowing. So the next attack against the heavy soldier in the back is now with advantage. And it is now the Bog's turn once more. I'm gonna guess you're gonna punch that guy, Lebog, right?
No, now that you said that, no, I'm not.
I'm gonna bite him instead.
You know
Yeah,
what?
do
Now,
that, please.
because you said that, now he's gonna punch him.
Yeah, now he's gonna punch him that I said bite. I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know I'm gonna bite.
One punch.
That hits.
How beat up does this guy look?
He's bleeding heavily. He's not quite super. He's not bloodied yet, but he's getting. That hits. Now he is bloody. He is staggering now. You see him like you just 1-2 him real quick, and he's like staggers one way, staggers the other, spits up blood out of the mask he's wearing.
Hmm.
You got one more in you?
I do. Kind of want to run and go find someone else. Yeah, Rhea can finish him off. I'm going to.
Do you have mobile?
Nope, but I'm going to Misty Step away.
Oh, even better. All right.
I'll go right here.
You appear next to this guy. What do you say? Are you gonna say something?
Peekaboo.
Oh my, oh my.
I was picturing. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. As you Misty step. behind
Nothing
him.
personnel.
Yeah,
kid.
nothing personnel, kid. Rax Glock. It is now Celzo's turn. Celzo.
Who?
Celzo. The kobold. Celzo is going to run out into the open, looking upon the target in the back, the big guy. He smiles. He's going to run. He runs the barrel of his pistol along his tongue and then proceeds to just like throw it forward and take a shot. Celso hits with a crit. I don't need to roll the damage, but I really want to roll the damage, so I'm going to. Celso hits him for 49 points of damage.
That there's a lot of damage.
The man had 8. You watch as Celso aims the shot perfectly, and as he says, he just goes bang as he fires it. The bullet goes square into the dude's head, the back of his head exploding, drops the heavy weapon he has. As he does, the way he drops it, it falls backwards and actually unloads into his chest and just riddles this dude who's already dead as he falls on top of his own gun. And right as it shuts off, he collapses. No longer.
I turn towards him, give him a nice big smile, and give him a thumbs up. But I can't help but imagine a bit of brain falls from like my beard or something.
Yes. And you see him as he does that. He lets out a cackle and does the little like high steps back and forth, like the excited, like the goblin dance, the victory dance. Silzo is a little goblin at heart. Okay.
He really is.
And you guys bet him in a club, stealing panties. Next soldier, the one who's gravely injured, doesn't even really know, like, isn't even looking at Rhea. He is going to fire a shot at Cypher. He's gonna hit Cypher.
He takes 6 less damage than what he's gonna take here.
That's crazy. Yeah, you. Why is that?
Spiritual shield.
What is the range on that?
As 30 feet and in vision.
Wow, he's just in 30 feet. Look at that. Wow. You watch as this bullet.
And the best part is there's no cap to how many people I can do it on.
Is there really not?
Nope. Straight wording. If you are raging and another creature you see is within 30 feet takes damage, you can use... Oh, no, it's one reaction.
Yeah, it's
Never
one
mind.
reaction. You gotta do it once a turn. Okay, I was like, that seems a bit much.
You know, I completely skipped the reaction part.
The important line. You watch as this bullet skims. It kind of goes through Cypher's left ear, and he kind of hisses, growls, and just like turns and looks towards the guy.
It's going for his head, but I can't help but imagine one of my ancestor ghosts popping up. It's like, aha! And like magically deflects it off to the side a little bit.
Just like a line of ghosts that are just going as it's getting blown upwards.
Well, now one of Cypher's ears are gauged.
Yeah, he now has a gauged ear.
Sick.
Next soldier. Which soldier is it? It's not that one. The one next to you, my boy. He's gonna.
Oh no.
He's gonna try to shoot at you.
Oh no.
Not gonna go well for him. He does not hit you, my man. And it is now next soldier's turn, who is still fighting the aberrant spirit. He is gonna try to. He's gonna try to shoot the star spawn. He is gonna fail. He will not hit the star spawn. Made his attempt. It was a good one. No, it wasn't. His buddy is also gonna shoot at the star spawn. And is also going to miss in fear of shooting his friend. And then this one, Panic, is going to run This way. Why is the roller still active? Stop that. Next soldier's turn. Which one is he? There he is. Grom. He's gonna try to shoot you too.
God damn it.
Not like he's gonna hit you.
Wait, what am I worried about?
Yeah. These guys really. His gun jams. He watches his gun jams and he panics. And in the panic, he is going to try to run towards the front door, take an attack of opportunity.
Mm.
I don't like that.
I mean, I rolled a 17. I think I hit.
That hits. Yes.
That's a full damage. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
The adding your +3 of rage.
That's the +3 for the rage as well.
Okay.
Oh, can I add? Should I add reckless attack to it?
Reckless gives you advantage. It doesn't increase the damage.
No, I have another thing. Hold on, not reckless attack. Frig, never mind. I don't have the thing.
Talking about Savage Attacker?
Was it Savage Attacker? No.
That just makes it so you roll your dice more than once to figure out the damage.
I thought I had a thing for this.
You don't have Sentinel, and that was the one thing I had to look at to make sure you didn't have. This guy, let's see. He begins to run towards the front door. Freaking out. He has abandoned his rifle and he is trying to escape. Rhea, it is your turn.
Well, I guess since this guy has his back to me right now, I'm going to this time.
You're gonna stab
Just
him?
because of how, yeah, given how pitiful my last attack was.
That hits.
I mean, well, that was enter stealth.
Oh, that's
So now
you
I'll
feel
try.
stealthy, yeah.
Because now I can attack with advantage.
I like to picture you just kind of crouched a little bit.
So 25. Let's see. Damage. 13. What do you do? Sneaky attack.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
I imagine, like, for whatever reason, he got distracted. He's firing on the other guy. I kind of like tap him on the shoulder. He turns around and just stab him through the throat.
Yeah, he's just like, what
I'll just say something like, it's rude to forget your date.
Damn.
He just kind of gurgles in your direction. His eyes start to roll backwards, and as you pull the rapier
And
back,
I imagine I just kick him off the sword.
Yep. Yeah, as you kick him back, like blood like spurts from the wound that you've produced. As he like gurgles on his own blood and falls dead. A brutal.
And I guess
bug.
I'd use my movement to move here. And that's my turn.
All right, next soldier. He's not paying attention to Lebog because he doesn't know Lebog surprised him, but he is still shooting at Grom. Grom has proven himself to be a worthy combatant. Grom,
Damn, that was really close to being a 20.
you are almost in a world of hurt, and when I mean a world of hurt, slightly more damage. Grom.
Oh no, 6 damage.
A whopping 6 points of damage you will take. How does that make you
Oof, ow.
feel? Ow.
I've never been hurt before. Oof.
This one sees Lebog appear and is going to shoot at Lebog, though, because his buddy is in danger. Lebog, you're going to take damage.
Number 15.
Hold on with that number real quick.
Hold on with that number. All right.
Burger King burger lettuce.
6 less. So -10.
So yeah, you're gonna take a whopping like 2 points of damage. So I'll just fucking back to myself.
Damn, what?
That bullet just like you watch as it you kind of throw a hand up and you watch as it like slowly disintegrates more and more, and then just like whatever tiny bit of it's left just kind of hits you, and it kind of stings a little bit. Just like ow. Now Cypher's turn. Cypher. Cypher is gonna aim for that one, not Lebog. You watch as Cypher lifts his rifle again, takes a very deep breath as he steadies himself. And he just hits. That's crazy that he nearly screwed that up. Do a whopping 37 points of damage to the soldier. And that is the end of Cypher's turn. The soldier is going to shoot back at Cypher. He cries out as he slams into the wall, and then immediately is going to pull a shot back at Cypher. He's going to hit Cypher. Cypher, you watch as he kind of tries to do a dodge. His other ear gets shot. Matching bullet holes in each ear now. And you hear him just like swearing in the back. He's just like, son of a bitch. You hear in the back of the building a shout, kind of like a Salzo shouting for like help or something. You don't know why though. It's now Zin's turn.
Let's see. I am going to
I'm just doing this. I didn't know it's coming.
Who did all that? Yeah. So the star spawn is going to use Psychic Slam on that guy.
Yep.
Oh, are you rolling that for me?
I was doing not the psychic slam. I did the aura one.
Oh, okay. So it's the 17 hit.
17 hits.
Do I have to do both attacks now, or could I do one and then?
You can roll the damage for the first one, yeah.
Okay. 11 damage.
He's still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
He's barely on his feet, but he's still on his feet. How do you want your star spawn to do
damage. Just smack him on top of the head and just crush him.
Yeah, you watch as your star spirit just lifts up its arms or whatever and slams its fist into his head. You watch as the dude's head, essentially with the extra damage, his neck vanishes and his head kind of gets forced into his chest a little bit.
His shoulders, nice.
Yeah. And he just kind of like makes a weird noise, and then just kind of falls over and he's dead.
Okay. And then I'm going to
Boom, 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 boom.
pretty much do the same thing as before. To this one, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast. Oh, that one fizzles.
Yeah, Doesn't even leave your hand. It's kind of.
Yeah. That this one
And
does
then
the opposite.
yeah, and then immediately just the first one didn't.
I-
The first one didn't sizzle. It just kind of built
The
up
fir-
in your hand.
it-
It did not leave
it
your
charged
hand.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it charged it up. Yeah, it still did no damage, but yeah.
For 5, he is barely standing. You hit him in the face, like part of his face
And
is like
then-
torn away. Blood splatters on the ground.
Then does a 12 hit?
No. As he staggers, the last Eldritch Blast goes over his head and completely misses.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. That's the end. My turn.
Grom. My boy Grom.
I smile at the bloodied man in front of me and I go, you know, that throw didn't work out with the last guy. Let's see how it works out for you. And I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna throw him at this guy, that guy over
Roll
there.
athletics to try to pick him up. He's gonna roll athletics to fight you.
I am so sorry. It's not a 20, but it's definitely. But I rolled the same die as him.
A 16?
Correct. I have a +7.
Oh my god. No, you rolled the raw 16. He rolled the raw 14. Alright, I'm gonna have him roll a con save as he is thrown. Yeah, that ain't happening for him, Chief. This one's gonna roll a strength saving throw to see if he gets knocked down. Roll me a hit roll.
Hiya. 19 without anything added.
Okay. I'm gonna do what I do.
I'm just very upset about it because I saw it like slide on 20 for like a step and then it rolled onto the 19. I'm like, no.
First guy slams into him, does not get up after he hits the ground.
Based.
Lands next to him. Other one, however, stays on his feet. Good to go.
I am now going to run 35 feet next to this man.
Oh,
Yes, I said 35. My movement speed is 45.
I know.
Making sure. And I'm gonna go, hey, how you doing? And I'm gonna smack him in the face with my axe.
Oh, you literally ran past him just to fucking clothesline him with a hand axe. Yeah. All right, roll the attack.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
He's still standing.
Fuck you.
You kind of strike him in the gut with this. And he kind of like wrenches over. The axe not going as deep as you're hoping, but like still hits him pretty deep. Is that the end of your turn?
Unfortunately.
Now Angela's turn. What does Angela wish to do? The range on this lovely spell. Oh, that's not the spell I wanted to click on. All right. What is her distance from the guy? You watch as she holds up her holy symbol into the air, mutters something under her breath as she does. She's gonna cast Toll the Dead. No way, the dude passes. The little bell appears above his head, and as it goes to ring, it shatters itself, and he is unaffected by it. Lebog, it is now your turn.
What am I gonna do? I just got so many options.
That hits?
Really?
That does not hit.
And that hit. That one.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna throw a third punch at this guy.
Oh yeah, because you have 10 feet of reach.
No.
What? Or is it 15
I
now?
hit him. Well, this is 15 because it's empowered.
Oh.
It's normal. Oh,
That hits. What if I told you no?
well, you better hope your door's locked.
Shit.
And that's actually 15 damage.
Oh, 15 points of damage. Oh, good.
What if you went and did X, but then God was like, haha, no.
Yeah.
So now you
Actually-
do Y.
I'm gonna need a charisma saving throw from him.
Oh, charisma from him? Oh, no.
They're soldiers. They're not very
I
charismatic.
think he fails.
Cool. He's teleporting right here.
Boom. And he's just like, ah, ah, ah. At the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
You see Celzo turn and says, "Oh, you've brought them all together to be played with," as he rushes forward towards this guy. And you watch as he takes that rapier once more. Goes for a jab on the man. Hit. And he is going to hit for. Button I wanted to push. Oh my god. 37 points of damage. And you watch as the man like coughs up blood, just like splattering blood everywhere. Before, as he kind of like leans forward to like splatter blood, you know, barrel of a gun enters his mouth, and he manages to tilt his head or move his head out of the way as the shot is fired next to his ear, not taking the bullet to the face.
Right through the cheek.
Celzo's really pissed off about this, and just like, you weren't supposed
Right
to
to the-
dodge.
Right before the back of the throat.
This one. Fuck is that terrifying noise I hear outside? What the fuck? Like a spacecraft just landed. That soldier's
I
gonna.
told you, you better make sure your door's locked.
I didn't know you had a fucking mothership. This individual is going to disengage. He's gonna run out the door.
Bro, you're just gonna run through without attack of
He
opportunity?
disengaged.
Oh, what a bitch.
It's not Ria's turn.
Man, I didn't even get to throw him at the back into the fight.
I wanted to throw him. He got away.
You know, maybe I should have thrown him instead of smacking him in the face.
Maybe. Ria, what you want to do?
Well, I think that I just kind of like to move out here. Yeah. Oh, let me. I guess I should check if I can re-enter stealth. Yeah. 17.
You feel pretty stealthy.
Okay, then I'm gonna do a stealth attack on the guy
You
who's
are
locked up
flanking.
behind.
Flanking is a rule that I use. If you guys are on opposite sides, you do get advantage of an enemy.
Nice. Okay. Does a 24 hit?
24 hits.
Okay. You get my
How do you
normal
want to?
damage.
How do you want to do this? He has 2 health.
I imagine I'm just gonna go for my normal throat stab. Except I'm just going to like push him off kind of in the direction down here so he doesn't fall onto either of the little guys surrounding him.
You stab him in the throat and he kind of gags, the same way the other guy did. And then you like pull him with your rapier to one side and yank back, kind of blood splattering on the floor next to you as his body collapses.
And then I guess I would use my second attack, throw my bullseye dagger at the guy engaged with Labog.
All right. Oh, congratulations, LeBog.
Thanks.
So let's see.
That hits.
Does a 20 hit? Okay. No, let's just do some damage.
Hit for 9.
No, that would be my turn.
End of your turn. All right. Next soldier's turn. Soldier, let's see. I'm gonna roll a check for if they are being nope, he's holding his ground. He's gonna shoot Lebog. Or he's going to certainly try. He's gonna hit Lebog.
No, not the big.
Lebog, you will take 6 points of damage. That is already accounting your armor. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna subtract another 8.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you're just not taking 6 points of damage, I guess.
Do I gain 2 health back?
Okay, no.
Cringe.
No, you're cringe. Anyways, it's Cypher's turn. Cypher, going to target the guy who just shot him twice now. Actually, no. That's not what Cypher's going to do. Cypher looks a bit irritated. You watch him throw his rifle over his back, and he's going to run towards the guy. And you watch Cypher full on lunge at this guy. That is not the thing I meant to click. Why is it set that way? Why is his bite attack using a saving throw instead of a melee attack? Let me fix that real fast. We fixed this problem. That is not what I wanted. Perfect. He makes his bite attack. And you watch as he jumps up onto this dude, and you watch as this man's throat is torn out by Cypher as Cypher tackles him to the ground. Just takes him to the ground, growling, shakes him back and forth, and proceeds to tear this dude's throat out and toss it to the side. Cypher is now drenched in blood. That soldier is dead. Why is his thing still here? You hear Sallow screaming in the back still, calling for help. Those of you that can see him would see him carrying a limp Kylo in his arms. It is now Xeno's turn.
Let's go. How far can my star spawn move? It should be 30, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it's 30 feet.
Yeah, it doesn't say on the
Don't know why it
on
doesn't.
its sheet.
I can check this one though. Nope, doesn't say it at all. Why the fuck does it not say?
30.
Yeah, 30 feet.
30.
Okay.
Trying to see where, like, this seems to be the only guy I can see.
Yeah, everyone else is really dead right now.
I mean, I guess I will just magic missile
Okay.
or Eldritch Blast, not magic missile. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
I got my other 28, 27, 16,
Those all hit.
8, 1, 3. So 12.
He is barely on his feet.
How far is my star spawn?
More than 30 feet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 40 feet away from him.
Yeah. No point then. I am my turn.
Okay. Grom, it is your turn. Grom. Are you muted?
I'm sorry, I am here.
Okay.
I was muted.
Yeah, I was like, are you muted?
Yeah, I was muted. Uh. 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 Eh. I'm going to look at the situation going on over here. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna go see what's up with the like actual problem over here, and dash action.
Okay, you dash over. Upon getting there, you find that Kylo has 3 large holes in his chest that are bleeding profusely, and well, they're not really bleeding anymore. They have bled profusely, and he does not look to be breathing.
I'm just gonna peek this little corner here. There's no one. There's no one here.
Yeah, there's no one here. You do see that there are 2 doors that were open here, though. Maybe. There you go.
Perhaps. So that was 85. So I have 10 more feet. I wouldn't even be there. I would be here.
Oh, well, you know that you can see the blood trail like led to a doorway. It looks like. Angela's turn. Angela hears the pleading. She is going to turn and run in the direction of it, seeing what has happened, and she is going to start scrambling materials and whatnot. LeBogue, it is now your turn.
Punching time.
Okay, I was like, what are we gonna do, LeBogue? That hits. That hits.
He's only one.
Yeah.
Go for number 3.
Okay. That hits. How do you want to do this? Like, you've already killed him with the first hit.
I'm just gonna keep punching him.
So is this like an aura type thing?
Yeah.
You all watch as LeBogue just goes ham, just punching this man to death. And the very last punch, kind of like a Street Fighter game, just like the final, just as he just like flies through the air and hits the ground, and no longer. As that ends and the dust kind of settles within the room, combat is over.
Well, Unrage.
Yeah.
I'm searching.
No, this doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. No. I will leave this one. This one's fine. Okay. As you go around searching, I'm that guy's not supposed
I was about to say,
to be there.
hey sir, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. As the dust settles, though, and you all are kind of pausing for a moment, you hear from the hallway that you'd seen Angela run to, and Grumble, you'd see this happen as she cast Revivify upon Kylo, as he has only been dead for less than a minute. And you hear him immediately begin bawling.
I'm just gonna move over to like Kilrea's fucking pile of ashes or wherever. Like, what the fuck?
We sent the kid we were trying to protect into a room where all of the other hallways connect.
You'll notice too. What you would have noticed is seeing the big chamber that you had looked at, right here, Grommel,
Yeah.
Grom.
Yeah.
There are bullet holes through the wall, like sizable ones. It looks like he hid in that room.
Oh my fucking god, they
And
shot through the wall.
They shot him through the wall. The first machine gun fire from the big guy got him.
Damn.
Um,
How unfortunate.
yeah. You can see Angela is trying to like comfort Kylo as he is experienced death and has been brought back from it. Salo just kind of walks off, just like not sure what to do and kind of like twiddling his thumbs a little bit. Like he looks nervous, like he may just have knocked himself out of a job on accident. um, as this happens, you see, Celso just kind of brings back his composure. Wiping his rapier on one of the dead bodies and kind of looks towards Cypher and kind of gives a smirk and just like, didn't realize you were such a cold-blooded killer, Cypher. And he looks towards the rest of you and says, "You know what? I didn't think much of any of you, actually. I'm a lot more impressed than I was."
That's great.
Who was the thing that came in here and decorated our friend?
I was probably Caliber. The the big bad.
Yes.
Big bad. Working with the Crusade.
So he scratches his chin and goes, "The name's familiar. Why is it familiar?" He goes, "Oh, right. Black Call wants him dead. That's right."
That seems to be a theme going around.
Ria's just gonna start collecting up her ashes so they can be like respectfully like interred.
At least someone from the Crested Jade also wants him dead.
Well, when you kill a bunch of people and you send men in like cannon fodder for me to murder, people have a tendency to want you dead.
All right, I've walked around the perimeter. The building seems clear now.
You see, Celso just kind of give a nod, just says, "What a shame. I would have liked to have shed a little more blood today."
Aye, same. And I go pick up my axe.
Let me just delete it from the fucking ground. You hear him as he's like kind of smiling at the thought of it. You hear buzzing coming from him. He goes, "Oh, give me a second. Hello." He picks up like answers the phone or whatever. He's like, uh huh. And you see him like turn away from his phone a little bit. You can hear shouting from the other end. You don't understand what it's saying, but you hear shouting. He goes, it was an accident. No, no. Oh, I'll let her know. Yes. Please don't do that." And he just like hangs up the phone. And he looks uncomfortable now. Goes,
I'm assuming that was Kylo's parents.
yes, that was my boss. I didn't think she would know that this happened to him so fast, but I'm also not surprised. How long are you all staying in town? That was also something she wanted me to ask before she started screaming at me.
I don't know. Depends on why. Is she also gonna be mad at us?
It also depends on who your boss is. Do we know her?
You've never met her. If you've met her before being requested by her, you probably would be dead, so I would assume you haven't met her.
She wouldn't happen to know how to catch true resurrection, would she?
No. But she might have
Oh.
resources for said thing.
Oh.
Could be wrong at that, but it's a chance.
Torbeck is
Yeah.
interesting.
Where the fuck does Bugbear come from?
Who's the bugbear?
Why is he here? Everyone open fire!
Kill him.
Cat. She'll probably contact you through Cypher tomorrow, considering she does know Cypher. And he kind of gives a nod as he's like wiping the blood from his face. He goes, yeah, I have a history with her. Not in the way you're thinking, as he turns towards the rest of you and like points a finger. He's like, not in the way you're thinking. Business history. Done a lot of jobs for her, and I've taken care of her son multiple times.
What did you think we were thinking?
I don't know.
Okay.
You see, like, kind of like, if you could see like skin, he'd probably be blushing at the thought of what he thought you thought. That's a sentence.
Uh-huh.
He goes, never mind about it. She'll yes, I will probably hear from her tomorrow. See Cypher quickly like over here. Starts like rummaging one of the bodies.
Okay. Well, you guys have fun looking through the bodies. I'm gonna leave.
Cypher pauses and, kind of looks towards the others. Kind of walks past you guys again to go talk to the others. And, as he goes by you, the three of you, he just says, I'll meet you guys at the tower here in a bit.
I give a thumbs up.
I assume you all are leaving the building?
Yeah,
Take your silence as
yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna step out. She ain't there. She dead.
What are you talking about?
Speaking of which, did she also get revivified?
Revivify does not work upon disintegrated individuals.
Oh, true.
I collected her ashes. If we find somebody with a wish, we can maybe try.
Oh, true resurrection.
True resurrection,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I've collected her remains.
Damn, can't believe she was disintegrated by people with guns.
Yep.
We just got to be on the lookout for a true revivify or a wish.
Whatever happened to the Black Knight guy we were looking for?
You guys had no lead. You guys came here looking for Cypher to get information.
Yeah, well,
As you all get back to the tower, it seems things have gone back to a sense of normalcy. As well as you see Cerberus and a few others speaking amongst each other, kind of near like the center area, and a chest sitting upon the table now. They're kind of talking amongst each other. A very mind who this is specifically. A very proud kind of, Ignitus standing over this chest very proudly as the others are talking about whatever is happening. You can see within the chest there is a lot of gold and credits in this chest.
What's with the chest?
Oh,
You remember how you told us all to make a little bit of money while you were gone, right?
Uh-huh.
He points to the chest. I may or may not have acquired through legitimate means. Probably think that the amount is roughly 30 or 40 grand.
All right. I'm not gonna ask any more questions.
You just kind of
I am. You say you may have gotten it through legal means.
You're familiar with the area, yes? So talk to our new friend here. Do you happen to know of any healers with true revivify?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to our friend here we just met.
Oh,
No, Ignitus is. You know Ignitus. Here, let me put Ignitus upon the screen for you. You know Ignitus.
Ah,
He's
okay.
the one who brought in the gold. End credits.
Okay. I guess I'll ask if he knows of any healers with access to that level of magic.
Let me double check where Ignitus is from before I answer your question. Ignitus is from Almoria. Good. That makes it easy. He thinks for a second. He says, there's a few I could think of. I don't know if they're still around. At least in the
Any I
area.
would have known or would be long gone. I was off circulation for a while.
The royal family might be able to help, but I haven't been able to pull a favor from them in a while.
I have connections there.
That could possibly work, I guess, at some point.
Might have worked, but I don't have my signet ring anymore. Kind of had to get to an entity god dog thing. It was complicated.
That might make it a little more complicated. Though I think the Archmage has a few connections as well. Only met him a handful of times.
We could always just go back to my family estate back in Morian Bay. I could leave her remains with them. They might be able to pass it up the chain, get her taken care of.
so this is going to be a moment of realization for me. I would like to make a history check, or an investigation check on what Rio meant by god dog thing.
Roll history.
15.
God dog thing. Wait. What are you referring to? Because I'm like, my brain's shuffling through several things right now.
The trial of the fucking
yeah,
Timor.
Timor. Yeah.
Timor to get one of the things.
You've never heard of this? Because that was a quest that was like, or that was a thing that was like hidden away and not really written anywhere for the most part.
So much for being a a realization moment.
Yeah, no, you. Unfortunately, not.
I guess I will continue being ignorant as to what exactly I'm helping with.
Ignitus kind of says, and which family are you from again, my friend?
The Morian deep waters, we own a lot of industry.
Morian Deepwater. The name is definitely familiar. I think I know your family. Or at least the ones that are
Yeah,
around.
we own a holdings company. A lot of businesses started out with a fishery years back.
How about this? Are you all busy at the moment? Is this something you want to do now, or would you like one of us to do it? Because I'm willing to travel northwards to do this for you if you all don't have the
I
time.
haven't been home in a while, and well,
I don't know.
I'm the one who wanted her along for this job to begin with, and well, I'd rather take care of this personally.
Fair enough.
We do kind of need to stay in town for like at least another day. Apparently, one of the leaders of the Black Claw wants to talk with us.
Yes, once we finish our business here, we can see about making arrangements for our friend here.
He gives a nod and says, understandable. It makes sense. I just thought I'd offer.
Thank you.
You all look like you've been through a bit of a mess too. And he kind of like looks over, you know, specifically towards Grom, who is still covered in blood and gray matter. Just says, you all might want to get cleaned up a little before dinner.
Yeah, we should be able to take care of her. I forgot. The family operates under royal authority, so we have good connections. We can take care of this.
Of course.
Till she seems like a little distant.
All right. Any more RP anyone wants to do in the tower? As prepare for the end of the day. Or is there anything else anyone wants to try to do for the rest of the day?
I'm going to, and I quote to everybody who's in the room, that I'm going to wash up, and then I'm gonna go get a drink before bed.
Classic.
Classic.
Of course, classic. I gotta get the blood off before I go though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think anyone would be surprised if a dwarf showed up covered in blood and gray matter.
Correct, but I'm more respectful than that.
All right. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right. As you go to leave, Kiri offers to join you.
I'm gonna like stop. I'm gonna freeze for a second. I'm gonna be shocked. I'll be like, why not? What could go wrong?
Gives a smile and kind of tags along. Anyone else joining him for a drink, or what is the rest of you doing?
Nope, just in the common area.
I'll probably just perform some rites over the remains.
I go rest because I can't sleep.
Okay. As you all, get, comfortable for the rest of the night. Grom, you going out drinking with Kiri. Who doesn't drink as much as you. You go like 5 tankers in. She is still on her first.
What, am I dead?
Are you asking that because you only did 5? Is that what you're saying? Or
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you did
No,
more.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No, I'm saying by the time you hit 5, she is still on her first. Like, you were pounding through.
Oh, well.
She is taking her sweet time.
Typical dwarf hours.
Yes. As you all, settle for the rest of the night, though, and, prepare for whatever comes the next day, we'll end tonight's session. So, on that note, we hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you want to catch us in future episodes, join the Discord or follow us on Twitch for updates when we go live. And if you want to catch previous episodes, go check out the YouTube. We have everything organized in a playlist from beginning to wherever the campaign ended, whether it was discontinued, in the making, or completed. As always, we hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.